Get off the right wheel.
Hey, before we go anywhere, do anything, just listen up, Are you looking for something that's powerful and have that quick relief for your pain, stress, anxiety? Like OXZGEN has something for you. They call it Nano Tensor Spray. What is Nano Tensor Spray? It's the revolutionary cutting-edge technology to give you more punch, a powerful kick into your CBD. So what makes OXZGEN CBD different? OXZGEN uses a CO2 method that extracts and purify CBD. Since OXZGEN CBD is processed through nanotechnology, it's not no regular CBD oil. Nanotechnology mixed with CBD is absorbing your body 5 to 10 times quicker. Remember, we don't do average. So there are multiple ways you can take nano CBD. Hey, you can spray it on your tongue, just like that. Peppermint. You can get that water, big dog. Even spraying your water through the daily CBD make it more easy, convenient for your life. As you take the CBD nano spray, your mind and body will be cool, calm, collected, just like this. My name is Jonathan, aka JT. Thank you for watching.
Oh, hey guys! My name is Lanier Evans, Bronze Senior Vice President out of New York City, and this is Baby Senior Vice President, and we're super excited to be your MCs for the last day of the Facebook Live National Training Event, and I hope you've been having a great time. How excited are you about our new products that our chairman, Mr. Nelson Gerard, launched on day one? We have the Pen Freeze Roller, which has menthol. It's great for athletes. It's great for any active person on the go to relieve your muscles. Then we have our 2 new pet products, our pet oils, which comes in salmon and chicken flavor, and our 2-in-1 pet shampoo. So as a fur mom, trust me, I'm really excited about these products. Now, we're in for a jam-packed day of trainings. Also, we have recognitions for executive directors and our newly promoted national directors. But first, we have a training that is coming right up with our COO, Mr. Mike Gilbert, who's going to be training on our training app and sampling. So here goes, guys.
Hey there, 5links family. We hope you're enjoying this third and final day of the 5links virtual national event. It's been an exciting week of announcements. And with this training today, we're going to take a deep dive into one of the most powerful tools, one of the most powerful marketing resources you have as a 5links representative, and that is your 5links Legacy app. More specifically, we're going to talk about the new sampling program, the sampling program that actually we launched at the last virtual national event in May. And since we launched the sampling program in May, it's been a phenomenal success. Hundreds of 5links representatives have used this program, this sampling program, to actually send samples to potential customers all over the country. They never had to lift a finger other than just to send the invite, and we take care of the rest. And so what we're going to do today, since this program is still relatively new, is we've invited back our special partner, John Presky, who is going to provide us with a walkthrough of the My 5links Legacy app and how the sampling program works. And then we'll kind of come back and revisit as far as how to actually make sure you are using it to maximum effect to build your business. So John, we launched, like I said, just back in May. What's been the response so far, and what do we have new to show today?
Well, what we got, first of all, is just a recap. The response is fantastic. So I think a little bit more towards PDQ being sent out than the pain rub, but it's darn near 55-45. So it's a pretty nice split of what's going on in the field. And what you're seeing is a high level of activity with those prospects, with those reps. And so we know the system's sound. It's working fantastic for the people that are using it. And I can't wait to show you something new. So what we did is upgraded the ability to easily send an app sample now with just one touch. So I'm looking forward to showing that here. And let me go ahead and give that a whirl. Okay, Mike?
Awesome. Can't wait to
Okay,
pull up.
so I'm going to try to bring it up and let me see, share, thing, and hopefully you can let me know when you see the phone on the screen there.
We're good. I see it.
Okay, sounds good. I'm going to get on over and let's go ahead and take a look. You see that great looking app right there? I think
Beautiful.
you do. Okay, so everybody, we're going to go over how to sample, and I'm going to do it as if you've never seen the app before and you've never sampled, and I'm going to do it pretty quickly, and hopefully this will make a whole lot of sense because it's a powerful way to build your business. So here we go. So when you get the app downloaded, you're going to see what I'm seeing right here, okay? And what you want to do is you want to go to the sample button right there, okay? So if you go to the sample button right there, you see right here that you have the ability to do a lot of things, and it's a dashboard, okay? So what you have is a dashboard with credits here. You see a purchase credit there. So if you need more credits, you can always go right here and purchase, okay? And then you have an offer send. So this is where you want to be, is right here. So let's go ahead and go in and go to offer send. And what goes on with the offer send situation is that what you want to do is you want to always offer the sample first. A couple of reasons why. One, you don't want to just send a sample to somebody that just sits there and basically gets something they didn't know about. You want to offer it to them, make sure they really want it. You're paying for this sample, so you want to make sure you have a prospect that's really looking forward to using it. So that's the first thing you want to do about offering. The second beautiful thing about offering is it gives your prospect a chance to type their information in, their address and everything. And that's important because they do it the right way. Most people type their own address correctly, and that's important when we ship it, to make sure it gets there to the right address the first time. So that's why you want to offer, and then we'll come back to send a sample. So let's talk about offering a sample here. And in the offer a sample, it works just like, okay, the other apps that you have in the way of how you share from the app under the share section. Very simple way. And what you have lined up is your two different samples right here. They're right here for you to use. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and offer one to myself so you can see what it looks like. So I'm going to tap the share button. And like usual, you have a sample message. You'll be able to change this, but don't touch the link is what we always say. So this is just a preview, and you can use this for text, email. You can offer it via Facebook Messenger as well. You can do it through Google Voice. A lot of you like to use Google Voice. So just keep in mind you're going to be able to do that. So let's just hit the next button. And this is where you select the person that you're offering it to, okay? And generally, it's going to be a new person. If it's someone you've already shared a video with, they'll be in the existing prospect. But if it's somebody new, it'll probably be right here. So I'm going to go right here to my phone book, and I'm going to type in myself real quick, okay? And then I'm going to tap here, and then I'm going to tap again, and I'm going to load myself in. And this allows me to text or email if I want to. I'll hit next. And you can see that the offerings here are based on what apps you have downloaded. Now, I have them all downloaded just for demo, but I wanted you to see all the different types of sharing methods that you have in what we call this one-to-one contact point. So text, email, and then, of course, Messenger. But I'm just going to hit text, okay, and I'm going to hit next. And I'm going to go ahead and put a reminder in, because if I've offered somebody a sample and they don't take it within 24 hours, I'm going to follow up with them and make sure that they either get it, because I only have so many, or I'm going to go ahead and keep moving. So I'm going to hit send. And first time you go into the app, it's going to do that. And there's the message. Again, you can tap on it. You can change it. But this is pretty straightforward, of course. But try not to ever mess with the link right here, because this is what combines you, your prospect, and this specific sample offer all in one link. So you only want to use it for this particular purpose right here, okay? So let's go ahead and hit the send. And this is what it'll look like when your prospect gets it in. Pretty simple right there. Easy to see. Let's hope that'll come up. There it is. So this is what it looks like for them. It's a simple text, easy to see. They can link right there. So I'm going to tap on it. And then this is where it takes them to your replicated landing page. And as you can see, we've got a great looking new design for these pages. It's very clean, okay, very easy to use. Okay, it's got your replicated information here, okay? And then they can request more info, but this is where they request a sample. And of course they can watch the video, and you're going to go ahead and get notified when they watch the video. But this is what you want right here. So let them tap. And when they tap on that, what you're going to see is a landing page right here. And it already fills out the stuff that we already know, so they don't have to do it. So it's very easy for your prospect to do it. But let's see what this looks like. And I'm going to go ahead and put in an address here so that you guys can see exactly what this looks like, because it's very clean and easy how it works now. And I just want you to know that this is one of the easiest things they can do. So give me a sec to do this. I'm going to go ahead and
while you do that, John, it's important to note, again, there's a method to why you want your prospect to type in their own information. It's number one, to get them engaged in the offer. You're giving them something for free. So this is really the only thing they have to do. But number two, it guarantees the accuracy of that information and make sure that we can get them their sample as quickly as possible.
Exactly. And also, you know, it's free. So they got to do a little bit of work. Just a little would always be nice, right? So and there's value there. So there it is, done. I'm going to hit request free sample. Now this is where it gets really fun. So they're notified that you'll get back with them. But as you can see, I got a sample request alert in immediately, just like that. It's that quick. And you'll get an alert, and you'll get an email backup as well. But I want you to come and see this alert on your phone. If you miss it on your phone, like if you pull down and you've already seen it or you just missed it, you can always go to your alerts button on the homepage of the app to go ahead and check it out, right? But look what we've got that's new here. Send sample or view prospect info. This will take you to the history of your prospect if you really want to go see that. But what I'm going to recommend you do now with this new send sample button, because it saves you literally 8 steps in sending a sample, is all you do is tap on it, and let me show you what happens. It takes you right to the send page. Now look what's actually here. Now, in my case, I'm not a rep and that kind of thing, and it's got this in here, and we're in a test phase now. But what it's going to do is it's going to have the exact sample that you offered to them. See, I offered one sample, not another. So that sample's in there, and it already has everything preloaded for you right here. So all you have to do is hit send. Now, if you want to change this for any reason, you'll be able to hit back, okay? And you can do that. But by simply hitting send, okay, sample submitted. And look what happens. Okay, now I'm going to go back into sample now. And what you're going to see is that the sample would normally be sent. Again, I'm not in the system right now, but the sample would be right here for you to have, and it'll go through its different stages, Mike. So what I really want to do is I want to go ahead and show you what happens once a sample is shipped. And that's really the important part here, Mike, that we want to get into. But did you want me to go through an offer and send again so everybody can see that? Or does that make a lot of sense?
No, I think that's good. I think the key thing is for everyone to understand that's already used the process, that we've now made it that much simpler to actually fulfill the second half of the process, which is to authorize the sample being sent. When you get the alert that your prospect has accepted their invitation, that's the first step. You offer the free sample, they accept the invitation, you get that alert, and now you can actually authorize the sending of that sample right from that alert, instead of having to go back into the app and find that contact and send that sample. So that's
and just so you know, if you want to, you can do that, and I'm just going to show that very quickly. If you want to, you can go in and hit send, okay, and again, you can go ahead and select the sample that you did. You can go to existing prospects. Remember, I offered that to myself, so I'm going to go down here. There I am, and you can see that my address is already loaded. So it's also available to do it the old-fashioned way, is the way we call it. And you hit next. Okay, you use the suggested address, and just like that, you can hit send as well and sample submitted that way. So I just wanted you to show that there's a number of different ways to do that, and it can work that way as well. And again, what you'll normally see as this app unveils, and by the way, you guys will be getting this version of this app right here with the new commands to make everything work. We're going to launch that here within 2 days, Mike. So it's going to be available for everybody right away. So I'm excited about that. Here's another upgrade that you're going to be able to do. You can see that you have a submitted button right here. What that does is before it goes to ready to ship, while it's submitted, look what you can do. You can hit view edit. And what the view edit button will do for you is allows you to edit that address if you did make a mistake. And it's a very nice thing that's now in the app because it prevents wrong shipments. So while it's in the submitted stage, which is for about an hour tops, okay, you do have a chance to go, oh, I messed up. You can go in and edit it. You can save it out and that. And you can also see all the prospect details. What'll happen is once it goes to ready to ship status, this will say view only. It will not say view edit, Mike. So that way they can see it, but they can always see it viewed. And so I just want you to know that this content is now going to be there for you to always see, show you what you sent them, when the date was sent. It's very, very good in what it can do for you. Okay. So I just want to show you that upgrade as well, which is really exciting, right? And the other upgrade I want to show you just for a minute is when you have the some alerts down here in the lower right. Remember, the last alert I got was right here, the sample request. You can always tap on it here. And again, you can use the new functions that are there as well. So it's a lot of different ways to get to the same information to make sure that you can easily send out a sample to them. Does that sound good? Any questions on the sending of the sample, Mike? Offer and send.
Sounds fantastic.
Okay, so we're real excited about that. We'll get a push alert to everybody on the app that this is going to be live, the new features on how to send a sample here shortly. So let's get back into it. So now I'm going to go to the share button down here. The most important part about sampling, what makes sampling work, why we're really doing it, is conversion. It's acquisition. Statistics show that people who use this acquisition process make a ton of money in sampling. It's simply that. It's a 6 to 7 times conversion rate for people who use this system. We're going to explain now, Mike, in the follow-up under the share button, than people who don't do it, okay? So that's why I really wanted to show it. So what you can see is 2 separate follow-up sequences, left to right, one for PDQ, one for intense rub, okay? And what we have here for you is a system pre-built. And part of the system is here that you're seeing, and the other part is automatically generated to your prospect for you in the way of an email. So let me explain the emails first, and then I'll show you this right here. So what's going on is that the minute that your sample is shipped to your prospect, they're going to get an email automatically generated to them saying that their sample is on the way to them, okay? And it's going to have the video for them to watch again if they'd like. It's perfectly easy. But we know that emails have a hard time getting through, right? And if they get through, they have a hard time being read. So we can't depend on them. And the secret to your app here at FiveLink, the legacy app, the secret to it is that it has what I call smart alert functionality, okay? No one else has in an app the smart alert functionality. And what that means is that precisely when it is shipped, our system knows it and sends a push alert, an alert notification with an email backup to you, the rep, to come in and send text number 1, okay? And if you sent PDQ, this is the one you want to use. And if you sent the intense rub, you want to send this one. And let me tap on what the share looks like, okay? And it is nothing other than a text message, okay, saying, hey, it's been shipped. Be on the lookout for it. And here's a great video for you to do. Now, why are we doing this? I know you just talked to them maybe 2 days ago, and I know that it just shipped, and I know they got notified by email. But the reason we do this is we need you involved. We need you to stay in contact with your prospect, because one of the biggest buying motives for a prospect is your relationship with them. The fact that they're going to try something that they have stayed in contact with. You didn't just send it to them and forget about them and then hope it all works out. So it's really critical that when you get alerted to go in here and send that text message, okay? Does that make sense, Mike? A little bit for everybody?
And as every FiveLinks representative knows, the fortune is in the follow-up. So what you've got here is a combination of factors. You have on our side, we're sending out the emails on your behalf, and those emails have live links that credit you with the sale, which is the beautiful thing happening behind the surface. That's the done for you part, along with the fulfillment of the sample. I would call this a done with you program, because this is your responsibility. This is your part of the follow-up to make sure that you maximize the results of your
That's exactly right. We're a team here. The technology, everybody's together on this to make sure you get that conversion. So what happens next is when the sample is arriving, and we estimate that really well now, when it arrives, the time to ship has gotten down, the shipment time itself has gotten down. So when it's arriving, we're asking you again, you're going to get another push alert because your prospects get another email. They're getting an email to look on their doorstep for the sample, okay? And they're getting another video right here talking more about their product that they've got. Well, what are you going to get? Well, again, you're going to get a smart alert, a smart push notification and an email to come to your app and send text number 2. This is number 2, obviously for PDQ, okay? And then this is number 2 for OXZGEN, right? So what we want you to do is come in again, hit share, and then go ahead and send the text message. So that's what we're trying to get you to do. And I want you to do it. Make sure you do it, please. Now, here's where the fun part comes. After the trial period, whatever that is, whether it's a 2-day or whatever the trial period is we have set in the system, yes, your prospect is going to get a third email. And that email is going to ask them to try the product, to buy the product from you. And it'll have a link in that email going to your replicated system for them to buy from you. Now, most people would say, that's great. I just hope that happens out real well. And that's not what you want to do. The successful people with the sampling system are doing what the app is going to do, because you're going to get another alert, a third alert that says, please go to your app and use this call script to call the person and ask them for the sale. Now, if you tap on that, okay, there's a call script right there for you to use. It talks about why it's there, talks about the training, and then it gives you an example of the script. We want you to use that. That script has been proven. It is truly magical if you understand it, and you will get people to say, yes, I will try it. And that's what you want. You can then place the order and work through that side of the business. So be ready for that yes. Make sure you know how to, go ahead and sign somebody up. Don't wait to figure that out then, okay? Make sure you go that when they say yes, you're going to know how to sign them up for the spray, or you're going to know how to sign them up for the intense rub. Full month supply. So make sure you're ready for that. Don't assume that, well, they probably won't say it and I'll figure it out if they do. Don't do that. Be positive. I know it'll be there. Now, if you don't get a hold of your prospect, okay, we do have a text message for you to send that has a link for them to buy. Please do me a favor. Don't just come in and just share this one only, okay? Don't just do that, because they're going to buy because of your relationship with them. They're going to buy most of the time because you ask them to try the product with no risk, because you're going to get back with them. You got their back. You're going to handle this, okay? If you have to send it, then go ahead and send it. But I'm going to ask you that even if you send this text message, if you don't see a purchase right away, I need you to call them anyways and continue this dialogue with them to try to build up your bank of customers buying from you month after month after month. Because the experience is, these customers that are buying from you, the magic is they actually do become reps. They become open to becoming partners in your business very quickly. Statistics show the best reps in the business many times have been customers for 60 days. And so I want you to believe in this system. Get in the concept of filling your pipeline with lots and lots of customers. And what I'm going to tell you is you're going to have lots and lots of business partners coming out the other end. And Mike's going to tell you why that's going to pay you really well here shortly. Now, you're going to get one more push, okay? One day after you've been asked to go ask them to buy, you're going to get one final push message. It's going to say, did they say yes? And if they did, go to the app and send this one. Purchase, send this. And if they didn't buy and they declined, then it's okay to get a no, because it is a process. They may come back to you later. Go ahead and send this one to them. And because we're tracking all this, and we're going to show you that when you follow this process, you're going to see the amazing success of the follow-up system. This retargeting system, it flat out works. You just got to work with it, and it'll work for you. And I just want you to know that we're here for you, and that's why we built this system out for you, made it even easier to send these samples, because this system will build your business for you, and it'll build your teammates, for you as well. So, Mike, that's the whole follow-up. So that's the send, but as you can see, once it's sent, that's not where it stops. The really good and fun and impactful part starts the minute it ships, right here in the follow-up.
Well, that's fantastic. And you made a very, very important point, and that is that don't skip any of these steps in the process. Listen, sometimes the heaviest weight in the world is the telephone. We understand. But if you just skip over the sharing and go right to the text message, you're not getting the full effect of the process. Not only does the script work, but that phone interaction does a tremendous job of creating that relationship, which is what you really want in order to turn the reciprocity of that free gift you gave into a sale. And that effect can be not just the sale of the product, which is fantastic. You'll make a commission when you sell the product, but of course, then you're also building a bridge with that relationship to expose them to the opportunity. And that's where the real magic can happen. Because to get a new partner out of sending a sample, that skyrockets your return on investment. And with it, go ahead.
Yeah,
Tom.
Mike, in percentage, people ask me that. The numbers that we know about these systems is simply this, that the percentages of people that would be interested in being in your business triples by 300, goes up 300% when they've already had a sample and they've experienced the use of the product that you have for your business. Triples. So that alone is worth doing the sampling for, that you can get triple the interest just from having done sampling and then becoming a business partner. So go through the process, get them to become a person in your system, try the product, and that really opens the door for the magic of building your business.
John, I assume you can see my graphic?
I can. Yeah, okay. I love this. This is great. Yep.
Excellent. So we built this program from the ground up. We reverse engineered this program so that it would offer a return on investment for a representative, an ROI. We factored all the costs into account. We factored reasonable response rates. And while this graphic might be a little bit overwhelming, we'll take it across one line, and I think it'll make a lot of sense. To start out with, as most of you probably already know, a sample costs you $9. You can buy any quantity of samples at $9 a piece, and that entitles you to have that sample of either product sent to a prospect. Now that's an all-in price. Because the 5links Legacy app and the sampling program is a unique benefit only for Platinum Discount Network subscribers. You have to have PDN to have the app and then in turn to be able to use the sampling program. Because of that, we subsidize the sampling program. It costs more in product, shipping, fulfillment, packaging, labor. It costs more than $9 for us to send a sample out. But we've created a mechanism that we subsidize part of that cost to ensure that the return on investment for you makes the absolute best impact. And so, for example, if you're looking at this from the top line, if you were a national director and you send out, and this is obviously, these are income examples, there's no guarantee here, but these are reasonable and conservative estimates. If you had one share that you send a product to, that's going to cost you $9. That's your investment, which again is subsidized by 5links. If about a third of your customers that you send a sample to buy, let's say, a typical $60 OXZGEN product, then you're going to make $3 on the residual bounty if you sell it at the preferred pricing. There's also $3.75 in CV on that $60 purchase. That would go to the ND. Now, if half of those customers ordered a second time, you would be getting another $1.50 in residual bounty, another $1.88. And this is an average, across a multiple number, and another $1.88 in CV. If on the third month, half again reordered, you'd make an additional residual bounty, an additional CV. This is just taking those diminishing numbers into account to show you a representative example. Now, here's what's really exciting, is if just 1 out of 10 of the folks that you send a sample to are frankly interested in getting wholesale pricing and want to become a representative, and they sign up at the $4.99 level, then you'd be getting a cab and you'd be getting CV on that quick start bundle as well. So you've got more revenue coming in. So in total, on average, with those percentages playing out, that single $9 investment, if you look at the top line on the right, you'll see that that's a total income of $33.31. You subtract out your $9, and if you look at that top box on the right in yellow, that would mean a profit per sample of $24.31. And you can extrapolate that down any quantity using the same percentages, and that profit per sample would be the same, $24.31. That is a phenomenal opportunity for you to be very consistently sending samples to prospects and getting not only customers and customer points and building your residual income, but also exposing people to the opportunity in a very comfortable way, because there's no easier way to invite someone, for example, to a opportunity presentation. In fact, we now have nightly 8 p.m. opportunity presentations that you can plug a prospect into, than if you've already sent them a sample. Again, that's where reciprocity comes into play, the tendency for someone to want to return the favor. And if returning the favor is nothing more than either buying the product or getting on the opportunity presentation, you're going to come out way ahead.
Absolutely. That's a great ROI, Mike, and that's a lot of work in that spreadsheet too, I could tell. But what your numbers are real conservative based on what we see. So I think that was a great way to show them that even with very conservative estimates, you can build a really nice business if you just stick to the plan. And I think that's great. So congrats on building that out.
Excellent. Thanks, John. And thank you for all the great work you and your team have been putting into this. As many of you that have been using the app regularly know, there's been a constant series of improvements and enhancements. One of those new enhancements, as you saw tonight, is that now when you send out an invitation to a sample and they accept that invitation, your alert automatically includes the link for you to authorize and approve that sample being sent. You don't have to take those extra steps of going back in the app and like you said, saving 7 or 8 clicks to get where you want to go.
Sure.
But again, a reminder, the 5 Links Legacy app and the sampling program that's inside the 5 Links Legacy app is only for Platinum Discount Network subscribers. If you don't already have PDN, I strongly encourage you to go ahead and sign up for PDN now and immediately go in and pick up a sample credit or 2 and try the system for yourself. There's no better belief system than to try it for yourself. Let us do all the work for you. Again, that $9 credit covers the cost of the sample, the packaging, the inserts, which help make the sale, the postage, the labor. It's all in. Your only part is to go ahead and click approve and then follow up on the follow-up sequences that the app automatically shows you how to do. Follow the exact scripts and you'll be very, very successful. So with that, I want to thank you, John, for all your time. And everybody, let's get back to the show.
There has never been a more critical time for a product that can help boost your body's resistance to stress, toxins, bacteria, pollutants, poor diet, viruses, and other threats that compromise your body's immune system. A product that can revolutionize the way you build and maintain your body's defenses. Introducing OXZGEN Immune Boost, a powerfully potent blend of life-enhancing ingredients that have been combined for the first time to deliver a synergistic explosion of wellness to protect and defend your immune system. We started with the highest quality hemp-derived CBD for its overall health and anti-inflammatory benefits. Then we added zinc, a mineral critical for immune function and recognized for its ability to fight bacteria and viruses. Next, we blended holy basil, also known as Tulsi, the queen of herbs, renowned in Eastern medicine for its anti-inflammatory, neuroprotective, and antioxidant advantages. And finally, we infused OXZGEN Immune Boost with S-acetyl-L-glutathione, acclaimed as the mother of all antioxidants and one of the most significant immune-boosting and bioavailable molecules ever discovered. Individually, each of these 4 active ingredients offer crucial health benefits, but combined, they are even more powerful and provide the ultimate defense. OXZGEN Immune Boost is poised to change the health and wellness industry like nothing else before. For the first time, you can experience the benefits of all 4 essential ingredients in a brilliantly formulated blend and all in one capsule. Your immune system is your shield against the external forces that threaten your health every day. Be the first to take advantage of this new secret weapon in the fight. Be the first to protect and defend your body with OXZGEN Immune Boost.
Yes, coming up right now, this has to be my favorite part, the promos. Now, let's see what Crazy Nelly has up his sleeve. Yeah, that's what we call him when he opens up the bank. Here's our chairman, Nelson Gerard.
Okay, it's time. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. Promo time. Tonight, we're going to start a new freebie promo when you buy $199 or more, you get to pick one product from your choice of 10 incredible CBD products. The value of your free product can be up to $79.95 when you spend only $199 during this promotion. And that includes these little babies right here. So don't miss out on that. When you buy $299 or more during this national event, you get to pick one product from your choice of an expanded selection of 18 extremely desirable products with values up to $89.95 each. When you buy $399 or more you get to pick one product from your choice of 24 of our best-selling CBD products, including any of our new products valued at up to $129.95. But if that wasn't enough, buy $499 or more and pick two products from your choice of 24 extremely desirable CBD products, including any of our new products, including our revolutionary new Immune Boost, and with values up to $259.90 for the pair of your CBD freebies. How's that sound? Not good enough? Great. Let's go for another one. Buy $749 or more and pick three, that's right, three products from your choice of 24 desirable products. Again, this includes any of our new products, and the value of your freebie trio can be up to $389.85. For the remainder of July, and July only, anyone who enrolls in 5 Links with a $4.99 Quick Start bundle or higher will receive a free bottle of our brand new OXZGEN Immune Boost. So when you join at $4.99 or greater, you'll not only receive $750 or more worth of our amazing CBD products, you'll also receive OXZGEN's new Immune Boost formulation, a $90 retail value, absolutely free. There has truly never been a better time to launch your 5 Links business and become an OXZGEN CBD distributor.
Whoa, I told you, Crazy Nelly did it again. Oh my gosh, what amazing promos. I got some nicknames for him. The first one, that freebie one, yeah, freebie. Yeah, because it got your attention, right? Free, F-R-E-E, free. It's free. Yeah, free for the people in the back. Y'all hear me? Yeah, who doesn't like free? I know I do. Oh my gosh. You spend at least $199 or more and you get 1 to 3 free products of your choice. Yes, once I get my Immune Boost and then I have my tincture and then I have to have my coffee and of course my pain spray and that new roll-on freeze. Yeah, by the time I do that, I get some more stuff for free. That's the way I calculated it. I hope you are logging on to get your purchases now before it sells out. But not to be left behind for all our guests that are thinking, wow, I want to be involved too. We got our enrollee promo. Yes, you sign up with us at the $4.99 bundle package and you get 1 free Immune Boost product. Are you kidding me? Yes, the new one we just launched, the hot one that everybody wants to get their hands on, you get it for free just for coming on board. Well, thanks, Nelson. I am ready to really monetize my OXZGEN line.
Hi, this is Platinum Senior Vice President Chimmy Boy Keys, and here are our newly promoted Executive Directors. Ebony Tolliver, Salvador DeCastro, Barbara King, Catherine DeCastro, Remoya Simpson, Crystal Asseret, Silveria McCoy, Patricia Nicholas, Jennifer DeCastro, Jacqueline Battles, Jeanette Allen, Jewel Pearson, Dorsey Robinson, Faye Postrero, Cosette Ledesma, Benita Ivy, Felicia Fuller, Joanne Marie Ramirez, Felicita Macaba, Kenya Doherty, Lynetta Kelly, Andrea Regina Gary, Corrine Fairby, Pamela Carter, Clifford Copeland, Teresa Hughes, Robert Basin, Mamiette Tucker, Charmaine Reeves, Ferrylyn Santos, Robert Brand, Lourdes Rozico, Costella Edwards, Joanna Johnson, Deborah Shaw, Joseph Brunson, Kimberly Buttry, Elric Santos, Elizabeth Aguinaldo, Renee Papa, Diana Williams, Jalea Dodson, Kevin Kelly, Effie Brown, Janice McIver, Nelson Asseret, Todd Clark, Patricia Abante, Teresa Adams, Selena Fields, Butch Ramirez, Jara Johnson, Shanna Van Ness, Dawn Gray, Arlene Manuel, Ruth Merville, Carmelita Dayrit, Edward Perry, Juan Clark, Teresita Savillano, Winfred Smith, Rhonda Johnson, Raheem Fulmore, Teresa Adams. Congratulations to all of our newly promoted executive directors. Here are our newly promoted national directors: Dina Asseret, Salvador De Castro, Adrian Porter, Pamela Wilson, Brenda Holly, Doreen Moana, Ramoya Simpson, Faye Pastrero, Fairy Lynn Santos, Faith Brunson, Jennifer De Castro, Mamiette Tucker, Robert Brand, Lourdes Razico, Juan Clark, Joanne Marie Ramirez, Teresa Adams. Congratulations to all of our newly promoted national directors.
Please welcome new Senior Vice President from Silver Spring, Maryland, Cecil Caliste.
Hello, my Five Links family. This is Senior Vice President Cecil and Tara Caliste. First and foremost, I must give all the honor and glory to God for his multitude of blessings over the years. God has brought me a mighty long way and has seen fit to direct my path by putting the right people in my life, and by doing so, gave me this incredible opportunity. Next, I must give true thanks and recognize the multiple sacrifices by my queen and business partner, Tara Caliste. She's been my support in ways unimaginable. She stood by my side as I've struggled through the journey of entrepreneurship, encouraging and believing in me against all odds, holding me down, and without her, this accomplishment wouldn't have even been remotely possible. I'm so appreciative of my Five Links family. Tupac, he said thank you from the stage. Bro, thank you. Our incredible corporate team that have supported me: Nelson Gerard, Larry Harper, Mike Gilbert, Tina, Jamie, Natasha, Cynthia, Amber, Danette, Gary, and so many others. The time does not allow. Our dynamic leaders that have supported and poured into me personally: Mark Johnson, Cynthia Brain, Vincent Ekuben, Katrina Vaughn, Kurt and Tashina Anderson, Huck, Coach K, and those that really sacrificed to help make me get this done: Linda Scott Reed, Thomas Felder, Ian Chebe, Nicole Di-Oreo, and special shout out once again to our Diamond Senior Vice President, Tupac Renancourt. None of this is possible to do without a team. I praise God for bringing very special people and leaders into my life. I'm not able to thank each and every one of you by names, but I have to at least recognize a few of you. Dr. Bernita Thompson, Drs. Marilyn and Fred Corder, Dr. Nikki Eziani, Chinwe, Ifoma, Fiona, and so many others. I wish I had time to call each and every one of you by name. Team Trevision, I praise God for each and every one of you. And I want you to know that the best is yet to come. My journey wasn't an easy one. It took 7 years to accomplish the goal of Senior Vice President. But I need each of you that are under the sound of my voice to hear me when I say, it was worth it. For those of you doubting or questioning that you too can achieve your dreams, let my struggle be your inspiration. I'm not done. My journey has only just begun. I came to change lives, and now it's time to change many more. If you are listening to me today and you're thinking that maybe this is just too hard, I bit off more than I can chew, I just don't have the time to do this, I don't have the will or the drive or determination to get this done. Or worse yet, I'm just not cut out for this. I'm here today to tell you different. There's greatness in you. And though the road may seem tough, though others may tell you that you're wasting your time, pick yourself up as I did, time and time and time again, and find the strength to press on. Hold fast to your dreams. Hold fast to your hopes. And together we will change the world for our families and build our dreams so that others will believe and know that they can too. I'm Senior Vice President Cecil Caliste, and I'm telling you today, if you believe it with God, you can achieve it. See you at the top. God bless. Love you, guys.
Thanks, Mike, for that phenomenal training. Up next, we have Senior Vice President Dr. Marilyn Porter, who's going to be training on Recruitment 101, followed by Senior Vice President Linda Scott Reed and our CV Club Awards.
Hi, welcome to Facebook Live. My name is Dr. Marilyn Porter, and I'm excited to be part of the 5 Links National event. Wow. I am Senior Vice President. I've been in this wonderful business for 12 months. This is my anniversary month, and I achieved the level of Senior Vice President in 5.5 months. How did I do that? Well, I was coachable, but I also began right away to establish my customer base. And guess what? The first thing is that I recognize that I am my best customer. I have to know the products, I have to use the products, I have to believe in the products, and I am now a product of the product. It took a little while. Maybe in the first month I had 8 or 9 products, and in the second month, and on and on. I'm so excited. This business also brings new products, as we're bringing and launching this new one this month. And it's so exciting because as a physician, to see the growth with CBD, to see the benefit that CBD has and on total health. And I'm part of it. And I'm so excited and honored to be that. So getting back to the customers. Yes, I'm a product of the product. I start my day with CBD. I end my day with CBD. So let me just kind of walk you through so you know what that's all about. I start my day as we do the facial products. I do the coffee. I get to the office. I'm washing my hands in and out with the Revive and Rejuvenate or the body butter. I'm spraying if it's energy boost I need, the tinctures, as well as I'm using the mints. I'm talking about the gummies, etc. And self-testimonies go a long way. They go a long way, and people will say, well, where do you get your energy? Or, you know, how are you looking younger? Or how are you able to no longer have back pain? I talk about it. And you have to talk about it. And you have to believe in it. And again, it starts with you. You must be your product. I say that all the time, the product of the product. And you know what? You also want to be able to demonstrate. And it's exciting to have little virtual demonstrations. We do Zooms. I glow with CBD. And we did a facial Zoom as we glowed, our whole team. And we made tons of money because we did Evites. And those Evites turned into customers, and people were excited. We gave those samples. You must give samples. And as we gave the samples, and we did the virtual, and everybody was ready across the nation. And they had everything, and we showed them how to do the facial, the mask, on and on and on. And guess what that did? That produced customers. It made sales. So you have to be creative. And we have done many different things from not just the facial, but we've done the weight-wise, the fitness, the health, immunity, the tinctures, etc. So we do conference, even though we're doing it in Zoom, but information, as we say, knowledge is power. Now, the Zoom parties, the one-on-ones, the team product challenges, and our team itself, we do challenges. And when I say that, we might say, okay, if you go out and in this particular month or this particular week and you get more customers, and we do the customer CV club from the 100 to 250, 500, etc. And that's incentives that the business gives you, but also within our team, we have incentives as well. And we may give an extra gummies, depending upon what type of achievements we have in the group. And that's exciting because what I tend to do, I tend to give my group, my team, products that they've never used. I'm like, we do a little product of the week, and it's like, well, what did you use, or what do you like the best? And I'll say, well, have you tried this and tried that? No, I haven't. Well, we do a drop by. I may send it or drop it in their mailbox, and then they're like, wow. And guess what that does? It makes more orders, but it also gives them more incentive to sell because they become a product of that product, a testimony of that product, and that's so important. So we do customer-based, product-based incentives, and we do the specials. You have to share the samples. We get the samples, and when I hear people say, I have so many samples left, they should not have those samples left. Those samples should be flying out of their door by either sending it by mail, dropping it off in doorways, dropping it off in mailboxes, bringing it to work, etc. So this, and the business has a wonderful sample program as well. But these two are great samplers, and then we have other samples that we use, and you want to use them and be creative with the samples. And as you have your customers, let's say they're on subscription, which is what I suggest. Once they've gotten a product, you don't want them to run out. I have a patient who has seizures, and I tell his wife, please make sure that he continues on his tinctures because it really benefits. And we have information that we give them on the website that they can continuously order. So that's important as well. And it helps those conditions as we see over and over. So as you sample and you find out from the PDQ, which goes a long way, pretty darn quick, but you want to hear about the person's needs. It's not just, you're not to just be a salesperson, you're a consultant. And you want to find out what are their needs and what are their interests. They may be interested in helping their grandmother and helping their grandchild and helping themselves, their spouse. They also may be interested in making some money. So if it's a business, let's say if it's a pharmacist, if it's someone who has a storefront, someone who's a chiropractor, who wants the best for their clients, then you offer them a deal. You say, okay, here's the information, here's the wholesale information, or here's the retail and the preferred customer price, and you would get volumes from that particular sale. So you want to share, you don't want to limit your information and your customer base. Now, the needs and the interests. So let's say if someone has pain and you see them walking or you see them limping and you talk to them, you ask them, you strike up a conversation. What's going on, Miss Jones? Well, I've had this surgery or hip replacement, and they may or may not be taking pain medicine, and you might say, you know what, let me just help you. Let me slow down on that pain. Just try this spray and get back to me. Give them your card, give them the information, get their information as well. You want to be able to follow up and reach out to see how that did. It may be that they need their pain relief, but you want to follow up. Skin care, different products we have for different illnesses of the skin, disorders of the skin, from discoloration to acne to blemishes. We have wonderful skin care. Fitness, well, we are trying to get fit, and that our product line for fitness is wonderful. And we want to share that. Weight loss, anxiety. This is a time many of us are anxious, and we're going to be anxious for a little longer. So the tincture helps that. The spray for sleep helps that. The sleepy time tea helps that. So you want to think about and offer to those who are in need of our products. But in order to do that, you have to talk, you have to share. And we have specialty products, and I'm so excited about the specialty products. Of course, the anti-inflammatory, the natural skin care, the glucose control. And many folks don't know what their glucose is, and it's up and down, and all the different foods they're eating may not agree with their insulin load or their pancreas function. So we have a nice glucose control, and you want to show that to them, have them get back to their doctors, follow up with them, make sure that you keep them motivated to use as well as informed. Information is power. Knowledge is power. You also want to make sure you use your tools. It's so important. So very important. The business has tons of tools, and you have to use them. Yourself, you're your biggest tool. Excitement. You're going to talk about it, you want to inform, you want to follow up, and you want to share. Again, I can say samples and samples all day long. We have brochures. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. This brochure is very informative. We have apparel. We have different posters and banners, and we have videos. You don't have to leave your house. You can watch a video. If you want a three-way call, you can have your prospective customer, if they want to speak to their upline or so, get them on the phone, get us on the phone. It's very helpful. So don't be shy. Use your tools. Use your tools. Now, conversations. Here we go. So when you first get in, of course, the first group of folks you're going to talk to are your family and your friends. Those are your warm markets. Be prepared for the no's. I call that the practice group. But you know what? They won't refuse a sample. So give them a sample. They won't refuse a mint, etc. And just say, how do you like that? I want you to try this out. And after about a few more samples, then it's time to say, okay, you're a customer. This is what it costs, Aunt Sally, okay, or your cousin Bob. And you'll be surprised. They might say, you know what? I want some more of that. How do I get that? Share your website, all right? As well as, let them know you may offer them a preferred pricing depending upon how large their orders are, if they're subscription and repeat orders. The next conversation are your co-workers. And the co-workers, I tell you, they're going to watch you. They're going to say, ha. They will make you feel a little uncomfortable when you come in there all excited about this new business, about CBD. And many of them will tell you, I've tried that, it didn't work. Well, guess what? You just say, you haven't tried OXZGEN. And just keep going. And after a month or two, when they see that you're still in it and you're sticking in it and you've given them some samples, you'll get a sale. So don't let that stop you when they kind of laugh at the water cooler or just look at you. Now we're Zooming, so you can still say, I'm awake, and show your CBD coffee as you're doing your Zoom meetings. We're going to get into the athlete. We all know them. Some of them we are, some of them. And this is the time to try to get fit, and they may be walking and runners. We're not at the gym as much, but those who are gym members, etc., they'll be back soon. But often when they work out, yoga, what have you, they need something for the pain. Here's your pain spray. So you want to talk to them. How's it going? The intense relief rub. And certainly our performance, our blast performance. This is a big winner. We have two of my customers who started on this, and they're able to endure longer and better muscle rebound, and this is so important. So you got things to offer, and not to mention they still washing their hands, they still have the tincture needs, etc. But these are our specialty, and that's the conversation you want to strike up. And again, we're going to sample. We sample the professionals. Now, here's how you have a conversation with a professional. First, you respect their time, and if they only say they have 5 minutes, then talk to them 4.5 minutes and let them know I'm respectful of their time, professor, whoever, engineer, whoever, lawyer, and I'm going to leave my information, and I'm going to leave you some samples, and I'll call you back in a week. But you want to make sure that you respect their time and know that their business, most of them are business minded. So you want to also say, here are customers, you're my customer, but down the road as you try the products, as I offer you the variety of different things, you might see this as a business. And if I haven't said it already in this presentation, customers often will turn into business partners. Now, I am going to now talk about the conversation with the health professionals. Ooh, all right, we all have health professionals, our doctors, our dentists, chiropractors, our naturopath, our clinical psychologists, psychiatry, all of that. And, you know, we all are specialized in our field. But what we want to do, we want to help our clients and our patients. And that's how you approach them. And you say, Dr. So-and-so, I know you are leading in whatever that field is, and I know that, you know, your patients love you and you're doing what you do best, taking care of your patients. But have you ever considered, and you show our information, you show we have research that we want to show them, and you leave them some samples, and you also say, you know, we see where CBD has been beneficial for pain. And there's an opioid crisis. We see the CBD has been beneficial for sleep and for concentration. Have you thought about it? And if so, here's some information, here's some samples, because they also often, the doctors, may have problems sleeping, may have problems with pain, so leave them some samples. And just tell them, you know, we have doctors in the business, we have chiropractors, we have massage therapists, and we can update and give them information and give them videos. But make sure you're not overwhelming them with the information. Make sure you respect their time as well, but just keep coming back. And if they are your doctors, as you're using the products, as they're doing lab work, etc., many of the physicians that are in the business now found out about it from their patients. All right, so the information went the reverse, and I love it. And that's how I ended up turning into a CBD physician. Now, even strangers, you can walk up to a stranger and hand them a brochure, ask them have they ever heard about CBD, give them one of your cards. You want to give them a sample perhaps, maybe not, but you can just talk to them. Sometimes it's someone who you met, well, not much on the subway anymore, but met while walking, while in a store, 6 feet distance, but you want to talk to them about how excited you are about the products. And this time, the pandemic, many people can't see their doctors. They're doing virtual, but they can't see their doctors. They may not be able to get their prescriptions filled for what have you. They may have a little pain. They may have problems with their skin. They may have problems sleeping. And you can offer those products that they need and just leave them the information and say, I'll get back to you, and follow up. They become subscription, they share, they have families, and that trickles out to more customers and more customers. Spouses will say, you know, I gave it to my husband, or I sprayed his back, or, you know, and he wants to know how he can get it or how she can get it. So those are your conversations. Those are your conversations. I'm excited. You want to maximize on the times. These are the times that we want to talk about OxyFit weight management. We want to talk about getting rid of that COVID-19 plus pounds. We also want to talk about, as I said, the anxiety, the lack of sleep, the pain. And I'm looking down the table because there's so many products, even our gummies, that just kind of takes that sweet tooth off, but also gives you some energy. So learn your products. Please learn your products. As I said, do a new product a week and share your products with your customer base. Offer them a new one every time they order as a sample, and they'll appreciate that, and your business will grow. So in closing, I just want you all to now know that you are ready. Go out and get new customers. Be the product of the product. Sample, share, and sell. And this is Dr. Marilyn Corder, Senior Vice President, and I am excited for your success. Thank you. As I go out in safe, glowing with CBD.
guys, this is Linda Renee Scott, Senior Vice President. My job today is to go over our amazing customer club. So we have 3 thresholds of our club, guys. The first one is our 250 CV club, where all you need basically is to get $250 of CV sold and 2 new customers. The 500 CV club, you need 3 new customers. The 1000 CV club, you need 4 new customers. So let me explain how that works. What is CV? The company says, if you sell a 1500 milligram tincture, $22.49 of CV goes towards the club. Let's say you sell a bag of coffee, $7 of CV goes towards the club. Let's say you sell a nano tincture spray, $15 CV goes towards the club. And let's say you sell a massage oil, $7 of CV goes towards the club. Now let's say you sold that to one cost customer, right? That's $54.49 of CV dollars that went towards the club. You're probably saying to yourself, wow, I'm almost there. Absolutely. Continue to share with friends and family members, and you will hit the first threshold of 250 CV dollars, which would pay you out $100 bounty money. Let's say you hit the 500 CV club, that's gonna pay you $250. And you hit the 1000 CV club, guys, that's gonna pay you $500. Now, what I want you to do is go to your back office, click on products and services, click on the OXZGEN folder. The first file is tiered pricing. Print that out. It's gonna give you all the CV dollars amount, the points, the pricing on every product, so you know every time you sell a product, how much CV dollars is going towards the club. Now think about this. If you're helping people with their health and wellness and they're getting on subscriptions on the products, you're getting paid this bounty money every single month, every calendar month as you gather customers. Thank you so much, guys. I hope this was helpful. Bye-bye.
Maryland for that phenomenal training. Next up, we have a training from Platinum Senior Vice President Ian Chebe, followed by our customer awards presented by Platinum Senior Vice President, Mrs. Jimmy Keys.
Hello, Five Links family. This is Ian Chebe, Platinum Senior Vice President with the company. I've been with the company now for 15 years. That's a long time, right? And for these 15 years, I've seen tremendous transitions. I've seen tremendous changes. I've seen it all. But today I'll be talking on one that I never actually foresaw coming. For these 15 years, I can proudly say I've never missed an international event. Those were in-person events, and I'm talking of about over 40 international events that I've attended. I've never missed a regionals event, and we're talking about in-person events. And for these 15 years, we've been used to doing our PBRs, people getting together, whether it's a BOM, we drive down to the hotel location and bring in our guests and we do our meetings. And this was one of the changes that nobody ever saw coming. Today we are talking about virtual events. This is our second virtual international event. Who would have ever thought? And I say this to say that those individuals who will be resistant, those individuals who refuse to adapt to this change will be totally out of business. We've seen it before with major companies like Kodak who refused to adapt to changes and they were totally out. So don't wait for this economy to go back to where it was. This is the new normal. I can promise you. Yes, we might go back to in-person events, but it might never, ever be the same. We might not go back to in-person events, but this is a new day in our businesses. And if we adapt and treat it seriously, get used to the new norm, life is going to be amazing. And the company can run its, our last company call, or say advisory call, our chairman, Mr. Nelson Gerard, gave the numbers showing that during this pandemic, we've had better production than we did when we had in-person events. So it's time to adapt, jump on board, and let's get started. So today I'll be talking to you about the do's and the don'ts of Zoom opportunity meetings. We all should be doing Zoom opportunity meetings. But then there are certain things we cannot do, and there are certain things we should be doing very, very well in order to get better results. Again, we're talking about the do's and the don'ts of Zoom opportunity meetings. So let's get started. I would like to start out by asking you two questions. How many of you have never done a Zoom meeting? If that's you, if you've not done a Zoom meeting the past 60 to 90 days, it means the past 60 to 90 days you've been out of business. Why do I say so? This is not just a United States affair. This is not the Five Links affair. All companies, all businesses are actually doing virtual meetings. Just a week ago, the giant Apple, just a week ago, Apple had their first virtual conference. It was jam-packed. They have always been used to having in-person events which were equally packed, but this time, I'm telling you, the number of views were astronomical. So that's the way the world is going, and as I earlier said, we might never go back to what we're all used to. How many of you have not been on a virtual meeting in the last 60 to 90 days? Well, the company has done an extraordinary job every day, like clockwork. Monday through Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there is one of the top leaders on a webinar, Zoom webinar, explaining what a golden opportunity we got our hands on. So if you've not been on one of them, then hey, you might have been out of business again. So stop waiting for the economy to go back to normal. No, it won't. And it might never. Who knows? So if it never goes back, what we are saying, you got to be ready with what the world is using right now and moving forward. So if you look at this slide here, it's an amazing slide just showing you that what we did is already in the past. And now welcome to Zoom. That's me right there at one of our international events, at one of the breakout sessions with thousands of people in the room, right? But that is over. We might never ever go back to that. If we do, that's good and fine, depending on how we cannot dictate what is going to happen the next month or the next 2 months. Who would have thought that this pandemic was still going to be around now? And now you're throwing out figures saying, hey, it's actually on the rise again. So it's a very scary situation, and nobody can sit and wait for the economy to go back to what is quote unquote said to be normal. There's no such thing. This is a normal economy. We got to use the technology that we have our hands on right now in order to grow our businesses. So welcome to Zoom. So now let's talk about the do's of a Zoom opportunity meeting. What is it that you should be doing properly well to have the results that you've always wanted to have when you're running your Zoom virtual meetings? This is very critical. The first thing is actually to test your setup. Your setup is very, very critical. So the first thing is actually to check out your internet connectivity or your internet speed. The good thing is that there are a lot of online tools that can actually help you verify your speed and actually make sure that you bring it up to what level it's actually supposed to be in order for you to do an effective Zoom meeting. Even before that, you got to download your PowerPoint slides, right? If you go to my.5links.com, that's where you will locate the opportunity meeting slides. Download those slides. And so people will sit from the comfort of their homes, and then you deliver a Zoom opportunity meeting. You want to make sure that you test your microphone as well. You want to make sure the mic is working exceptionally very, very well. And this is also very, very important. You want to make sure you check the lighting. Why? If the lighting is not good enough, then people cannot see you. Maybe you're sitting in a dark room and people cannot see you. They might not even be able to see the slides. And that could be very, very discouraging. And last but not the least, you want to preview your webcam to make sure that you're actually coming across the right way. So, moving along, find a quiet or private space. So if you are home, if you live in a home where you don't have a home office, that's good and fine. You just want to make sure you find a quiet and private space where there will be no distractions. This is very, very important because we're talking about a Zoom opportunity meeting. So we're having guests on these meetings. So if you don't have a quiet and private space and there's distraction, maybe you have kids and your kids might want to be throwing things left and right, our guests will not be interested in that. Maybe you live with your parents and your parents are still in their nightgowns. Our guests are not interested in seeing our parents in their nightgowns. They might not. They might. And what about pets? If you're a pet lover, you have your pets, nobody's interested maybe in seeing your cat sit on your keyboard or your dog trying to kiss you when you're doing an opportunity meeting. Again, that's why it's very, very important to find a quiet and a space where there will be no distraction. So, this is very, very important. First impression is everything. Dress for the occasion. Make a good first impression. And when we are talking about making a good first impression, the way you dress, you don't need to put on a suit and tie. No. A casual OXZGEN attire works very, very great. Like the one I'm putting on. I've done countless Zoom meetings, and each and every one of them I'm just on with maybe change the color, a different t-shirt, but it's always an OXZGEN t-shirt. But if you actually, depending on your audience, if you want to grab a professional shirt and put it on, that's still very, very fine. If you want to wear a professional shirt, that's still very, very fine. But highly recommended, I would just say, hey, use one of your OXZGEN t-shirts, which is amazing. Please make sure you change your background. Why? Because the background in your house, maybe it's not tidy enough and all that stuff. That's where a virtual background actually comes in. It makes it nobody will see the mess in your house. Nobody's going to see that. They will only see that virtual background, which is very, very beautiful. But I recommend you download one that is plain and not distracting. And as I earlier explained, when you have a beautiful virtual background, and let's say your home is messy and you don't want people to see, if you put on a virtual background, nobody's going to see that. And then if you have kids who are running up and down, that's something you really want to avoid, to make sure that the kids might be in a separate room when you're actually doing your virtual meeting. And besides, if you do it in a quiet space, that will not give room for kids to run around and disturb as well. So, wearing headphones. This is equally important, to wear headphones. Why is it important to wear headphones? Wearing headphones helps you to hear everyone more clearly and vice versa. So you hear them clearly and they hear you clearly as well. So that's why it's important to wear headphones, right? So if your guests have some questions, you should be able to hear them clearly and should be able to answer those questions appropriately so that they too can get the response to their questions. So that is very, very important. Moving along, you want to mute yourself when you are not talking. This is especially for the guests and the business partners on the opportunity meeting. It's so disturbing when you're actually doing a Zoom opportunity meeting and you have a lot of the business partners or guests who have not muted themselves out, and they're trying to receive their phone calls, they are trying to relocate their pets, maybe relocate their kids crying to another room, talking to their parents. It's just a whole lot of things. But if you just simply will actually hit the mute, as you actually see on that image on this slide, if you hit that the mute and you see the red line across it, nobody will be able to hear all of that. Nobody will hear you talking. Let's talk about the don'ts. Which are those things that you should not be doing? These are the things that you should not be doing when you want to do an effective opportunity Zoom meeting. So the first thing is, don't turn off your video. It's not professional. People want to see you. So if you're doing a Zoom opportunity meeting and you actually turn off your video and people cannot see you, people will turn off and they will actually log out. They want to see you. Yes, I know at times, especially if it's your first meeting, it might be a little intimidating, but please just never do that. If you are the one actually facilitating the Zoom meeting, you never want to turn on the video. Please leave your video on. For the guests, they can actually turn off the video because if they want to do other things in their home, which before the meeting is always very important to tell your guests to carve out 40 to 45 minutes of their undivided attention so that they will not have to be picking up their cell phones and taking care of kids. They should carve out that time to be laser focused in order to follow the information that you have to share on your Zoom meeting. So, one of the don'ts, don't have a meeting in a crowded, noisy place. Boy, oh boy, can you imagine having a Zoom meeting at the park where people are walking past, or worse still, having one at the Zoom where people are walking out, making noise, or at the bar where it's all rowdy, people are having fun and screaming. Nobody is going to take you serious. So where you have your Zoom meeting is very, very important. If it's noisy, our guests, they're going to hang up. They're going to log out and they might never come back to listening to what we have to tell them. So that's why, again, a first impression is very, very important. Making sure that we make a good first impression to our guests. And all these little things, they go towards making a good first impression for our guests, for them to always come back. This is so critical. This is critical. I've seen this over and over. Maybe I would have started with this as the don'ts. When I talk about dressing, please don't be sloppy. That's going to turn the guests off. You don't want to do that. Again, this sends a very, very poor, unprofessional signal, and that turns off our guests. So, some of the don'ts: please don't eat during when you're delivering an opportunity, a virtual meeting. Don't drink alcohol. When you say drink, is don't drink alcohol or wine or whatever it is. You can have a bottle of water. That's professional, right? Because after talking, you actually need to wet your throat and maybe take a sip. You can drink water, but don't eat. Don't drink alcohol or liquor. Don't smoke. That's the worst one. I've honestly, first on my team, I've seen people who are actually on the calls actually smoking. Please don't do it, even if you are a guest. Worse still, if you are the one presenting the information. And please, please don't sleep during the meeting. As you can see in some of these images, if you sleep and your camera is on, everybody's going to see that you're sleeping. Please don't talk over each other. This is especially when the meeting is over and then guests have questions. Please don't talk over each other. The best way to do is use the chat function to ask questions. Yeah, there's a chat option right at the bottom. You can see it in the diagram right there. If you click on chat, it gives you the opportunity to ask your question or make a suggestion or whatever it is that you actually want to pass through. Please, highly recommended to use the chat option to do that. So, again, don't keep your mic on if you are not speaking. This is especially for the guests. If you are not presenting the opportunity, please, if you're just listening in, I'll say just unmute yourself. Your speaker should not be on. You see the speaker, you can actually, if once you click on it, the red line comes across it, it means you are actually muted. People cannot hear you. So that is good. You can only unmute yourself when you want to ask a question, but preferably, I personally prefer people dropping their questions in the chat. But if you still want to speak, go ahead and speak, as long as you're not speaking over other people. That will be very, very professional as well. So people ask me, Ian, so why Zoom? Why Zoom? And we talked about the don'ts and the do's of doing this professional opportunity meetings, leveraging Zoom, where those are not all the don'ts and all the do's. But I highly believe those are the most important ones that we should be focusing on right now. And there are thousands of other platforms out there. People use them in doing virtual opportunity meetings, whether it's WebEx or Skype or there's just a whole lot. BlueJean, you name it, a whole lot of other providers out there. Facebook just came up with one, and Microsoft just did one as well. And these should be good pointers. Good pointers when you see Facebook actually starting the chat rooms, and Microsoft just launched something exactly like the Zoom platform. We have WebEx, we have BlueJeans. That is to tell you and I that we are not going back. This is the future. Universities are using it. You know, schools, the kids have been home now for 3 months plus, right? What have they been doing? They've been leveraging these same platforms. Universities, high schools, middle schools, kindergarten, churches. My church, I've literally not stepped foot into my church now for over 4 months, and I'm actually an elder at my church. But every Sunday, I'm actually on the Zoom platform, actually following my pastor preach. So I say this to say that there is no going back. But the reason why I recommend Zoom, which coincidentally, luckily enough for us, our company that's what we're using when we do our opportunity meetings. Here's why. The first thing is that they have a free option. So use the free option, and it's only 40 minutes, but 40 minutes is good, more than good enough time for you to call up somebody and say, hey Ian, when can I have the privilege of having 5 minutes of your time to share with you something that we can do together during this pandemic? That's, 40 minutes you can hang out on Zoom and you just for free. And it must not be one person. It could be 10, 20 people. And then you just hang out and explain whatever you have to explain to your friends or your family members. Most importantly is the way it is reliable and very easy to use. That's why I like it. You go to zoom.us, you just download it, boom, you're good to go. Very, very easy to use and very, very reliable. Also, what I personally love about this platform is the fact that it's easy to invite people. So you can just copy the link and just email it, you post it on social media platforms, you text it, WhatsApp it, Facebook Messenger it, and you can easily invite people to your Zoom meeting, which is great. And they also have a great mobile app. That's why I equally love Zoom. Their sound quality is amazing. Have a good sound quality. And just the fact that you can record your presentations is just amazing. Why? Because if you had a guest who missed out on an opportunity meeting, but thank God our company does it every day like clockwork. But if somebody were to just miss your particular presentation, you can actually just record it and send it to them for them to do a replay and catch up with whatever they missed. So that's why I recommend Zoom. And in my personal humble opinion, I'm actually standing that each and every one of us, if you're really serious about taking your business to the next level, this should be a daily routine. Every single day, I mean daily, we all should be sharing with somebody across the United States and beyond why living healthy, most importantly, why boosting our immune systems is critical. Here's the honest truth. A compromised immune system just exposes you to everything. And I'm saying this, undergrad and measured in biology. I know what a compromised immune system actually means. And what this company is just doing is simply priceless. People with immunocompromised or immunosuppressed systems are at greater risk during any outbreak. I mean any outbreak. We're not just talking about coronavirus. No, we're just the common flu. So, but now, let's talk about the coronavirus. It's been here for several months. And we heard it over the news that, okay, it's beginning to slow down. And just this week, we're hearing again, hey, there is a spike. A lot of the cities, the number of people who are actually contacting coronavirus, the numbers are 10x what it used to be in other cities like New York. This is scary. Why am I saying this? I'm not saying this to scare anybody. I'm saying this to say that it's a lot of uncertainty about it. And the only way to battle it is actually to prepare ourselves towards fighting it. And how do we fight it? We can only fight it by building a strong immune system. Because when you build a strong immune system, you stand a better chance of surviving any outbreak. It's not about a particular outbreak. Who knows? Nobody saw this coming. Nobody saw coronavirus coming. Who knows what is going to come after coronavirus? God forbid, we're not praying for it, but nobody saw this moment coming. And we pray that it should not happen. But with all the other viruses hovering, hey, never ever a better time for us to have an incredible product like this, which will actually help us boost our immune system. But better still, we can leverage this platform, Zoom, every single day. You see somebody and say, hey, listen, Ian, When can I have the privilege of having 10 minutes of your time to share with you some very valuable information about boosting your immune system? And that is going to go a long way towards building your business and taking your business to greater heights. Again, thank you, 5 Links, for the opportunity. This is again your brother, Ian Chebe, Platinum Senior Vice President.
And here are our top customer producers for the second quarter. Number 10, Executive Director, second quarter, Linda Scott. Number 10, Executive Director, second quarter, Jamel Meeks. Number 10, Platinum Senior Vice President, second quarter, Lisa Nicole Cloud. Number 9, Executive Director, second quarter, Bernita Thompson. Number 9, Senior Vice President, second quarter, Alma Cadiz. Number 9, Platinum Senior Vice President, second quarter, Sherman and Ann Chambers. Number 8, Platinum Senior Vice President, second quarter, Derek and Cynthia Kennedy. Number 7, Executive Director, second quarter, Ricardo Suber. Number 7, Senior Vice President, second quarter, Kurt Anderson. Number 6, Senior Vice President, second quarter, Theodore Moore. Number 6, Platinum Senior Vice President, second quarter, Kenneth and Adrian Crutch. Number 4, Executive Director, second quarter, Dr. Dwayne Wood. Number 4, Platinum Senior Vice President, second quarter, Kwame Gibson and Camelia Mullen. Number 1, Executive Director, April 2020, Doreen Moana. Number 1, Senior Vice President, June 2020, Milagros Swanson. Number 8, Executive Director, second quarter, and Number 6, National Director, second quarter, Terrence Moore. Number 2, National Director, second quarter, and Number 8, Senior Vice President, second quarter, Jovens Moncur. Number 7, Platinum Senior Vice President, second quarter, and Number 1, Executive Director, June 2020, Crystal Cadiz Figueroa. Number 10, National Director, second quarter, Number 5, Senior Vice President, second quarter, and Number 1, Senior Vice President, April 2020, Dr. Marilyn Porter. Number 9, National Director, second quarter, Number 2, Senior Vice President, second quarter, and Number 1, Senior Vice President, May 2020, Dre and Rochelle Waters. Number 5, Executive Director, second quarter, Number 7, National Director, second quarter, and Number 1, National Director, April 2020, Dr. Frederick Corder. Number 4, National Director, second quarter, Number 4, Senior Vice President, second quarter, and Number 3, Platinum Senior Vice President, second quarter, Ron Williams. Number 1, Executive Director, second quarter, Number 8, National Director, second quarter, and Number 1, Executive Director, May 2020, Patricia Lloyd. Number 3, Executive Director, second quarter, Number 5, National Director, second quarter, Number 10, Senior Vice President, second quarter, and Number 2, Platinum Senior Vice President, second quarter, Kurt and Tashina Anderson. Number 6, Executive Director, second quarter, Number 3, National Director, second quarter, Number 1, Senior Vice President, second quarter, and Number 5, Platinum Senior Vice President, second quarter, Ian and Stella Chebe. Number 1, Executive Director, second quarter, Number 1, National Director, second quarter, Number 3, Senior Vice President, second quarter, and Number 1, National Director, May 2020 and June 2020, Cynthia Timpson-Brain.
Hello, my name is Cynthia Brain, Silver Senior Vice President, and I'm truly honored and grateful to receive the Top Customer Producer Award. You know, I'm thankful for our corporate team, Mike Gilbert, Nelson Gerard, the product producers, the corporate team that does such an amazing job of bringing us world-class products. Certainly our customers who are so faithful and loyal, giving us the opportunity to serve them. And those who bring us referrals, we can't thank them enough as well. And last but certainly not least, our amazing Legacy Builder team members who believe truly in serving first. Success cannot be spelled without you.
Number 1, Platinum Senior Vice President, second quarter, And #1 Platinum Senior Vice President, April, May, and June 2020, Tupac Durenencourt. Congratulations to all of our top customer producers.
Hi, my name is Terence Nife, and yes, I accepted the Oxygen Challenge. And my product of choice is the OXZGEN Blast Performance product. I love this product because it has low carbs, 0 calories, and it also helps to burn fat naturally. And this product helps to enhance my workout by boosting my energy level, which I need. It helps me to perform in my highest level every day once I use this product. And this product, I use this product when I'm about to work out 20 minutes before I start my workout, and I also use it 20 minutes before I go to go play soccer, which means it helps the body to get that energy that it needs for that exercise or for that sport activity that I'm about to do. And it also helps me to recover, and it helps me to build muscle. And while building muscle, it helps me to shed some pounds, which is powerful. At this point, a lot of people are trying to lose weight, and it also helps you to strengthen your immune system, because this current time we are living in and this pandemic all over the world, a lot of people are trying to strengthen the immune system, and this product can do that for you. It can actually fortify your immune system, okay? And it also helps to protect lean muscle, and it also helps to promote muscle structure. That is, it helps to make sure you can build muscle. This product can do that for you. So I would say try this product today and share your experience with us. Okay? Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much, Platinum Senior Vice President Ian, for that awesome training. We want to give a huge congratulations to all of the newly promoted Senior Vice Presidents who were not able to walk the stage. We are so, so proud of you. Up next is a training from Diamond Senior Vice President, Mr. Tupac Durenencourt. But before we get into his training, let's recognize all of our awesome Senior Vice Presidents and Platinum Senior Vice Presidents.
The Five Links Advisory Council embodies the principles of freedom, integrity, vision, opportunity, and success, while energizing the business by serving as the corporate field liaison. And now, Five Links wishes to thank the members of the Advisory Council for their participation and continued support.
like coffee? I love coffee. Hi, it's Lorraine, and I'm here to talk to you about Monta Vita coffee. This amazing coffee that is infused with MCT oil and Raymond seed, which helps you lose weight and feel great. We have 10 different flavors of coffee. My two favorites are hazelnut and Colombia Supremo. We also have decaf for those that need less caffeinated coffee, and we have launch for those that need that great big boost of energy. We have Monta Vita tea as well that has 5 different flavors of tea, enriched, infused as well with MCT oil and Raymond seed. I have been drinking this coffee now for 2 years and lost almost about 60 pounds. When I tell you there's nothing else like Monta Vita coffee, I mean just that. Monta Vita coffee, Monta Vita tea. It helps you lose weight, feel great, and look great. What more can you ask for?
My name is Tupac Derenoncourt, Diamond Senior Vice President with 5 Links, and welcome to our 5 Links national event via Facebook Live, okay? And I'm really excited to be with you today. And what we're going to do is share an opportunity of a lifetime with you, especially if you're watching this for the first time or happen to stumble upon this session on Facebook. Listen, I remember in 2007, yes, I've been in this opportunity for 12 years. I was looking for a lifeline in the middle of a recession, and I chose this vehicle, and it's absolutely far exceeded my wildest expectations. And I'm still here to now see another recession, and probably we'll see another recession 10 years from now, as these things tend to be cyclical. But at any rate, my topic today is to show you how to win in the middle of a pandemic, at home. Here are the 5 ways. Number 1 is to recruit partners and customers. Number 2 is to focus on what's working. And number 3, follow successful people. And number 4, I get this question posed a lot. What would you do differently, knowing what you know now? And then number 5 is to evolve. Okay, these are the 5 bullet points that I'm gonna speak on today. Beginning with the fact that the opportunity that we have in our hands is phenomenal. According to Rolling Stones magazine, which was the first to release the financial analyst data, this industry, CBD, is going to hit over $22 billion in market cap by the year 2022, and that's just in another 18 months. And we can participate. Just to give you a point of reference, the NBA has been around since the late 1940s, and it's a $17 billion industry with $34 million a year franchise players, okay? But guess what? You got to have special skills to participate in that arena. Here, anybody can participate. It's an even playing field, and that's what's really attractive about the opportunity. So let's talk about bullet point number 1. Recruiting partners and customers. We only do 2 things in this opportunity: empowering people with the opportunity, and guess what? Also sharing and sampling the products to actually get customers. Okay, and that's the 2 ways that we actually generate income here. And when you think about what's happening, we can save people from the pain of the recession right now. So empowering people with opportunities is really a blessing. And for those that don't know, we officially entered a recession in February, according to the official economic arbiter. And also, guess what? It's getting ugly. Millions of jobs are not going to come back. A lot of people think they're going to get their jobs back, but retail is getting crushed right now. Here's a headline that just came out a few hours ago. Levi's jeans, guess what? Again, another company trying to fend off a bankruptcy. They're cutting 700 corporate jobs. Okay, that's devastating. And this company's been around for a long time. Okay, and they recently just went public. So that being said, also the virus isn't letting up. We're approaching 3 million coronavirus cases in the U.S. and ICU beds in Florida. Just as I was getting ready to book our annual timeshare vacation with the family, guess what? ICU beds are overflowing in Florida right now. So things are not looking like they're dissipating anytime soon. Here's a snapshot of our trip last year. This is my son Xander and my daughter Zoe. At Universal, Top Golf, Disney World, Parrot Jungle, the Everglades. He's holding an alligator here, it got cut off. My daughter is holding a snake. I mean, they were looking forward to that, but guess what? Side note, summer plans have been canceled, okay? So we're blessed that that's how the situation's affecting us, because we've been quarantined at home this whole entire time, staying safe. So in terms of empowering people with opportunity, there's somebody else that's doing that all around the globe. This is in India, and this is an Amazon distribution team. So when we're empowering people with opportunities, we're building a distribution network simultaneously in our business, similar to how Amazon does it. They're doing it in India, they're doing it at home here with micro-mobility, last mile logistics teams in these small Amazon Prime trucks that I'm sure you see a couple of times a day in your neighborhood, to on the highway. When you get on the highway, guess what? You can't get on the highway without seeing a Amazon Prime truck. And not a lot of us have gone to the airport lately, but guess what's at the airport? Taking off every couple of hours, cargo planes, Prime Air, okay? Huge operation happening. And a lot of people are being empowered. Close to 1 million people work for Amazon right now. So here's the thing, as you build a distribution network in our company, guess what? On the user end of that network, there's customers. Now, this is not my door, although my door does look close to this at times with Amazon packages, with Prime packages, okay? And so we get paid to do the same thing. We get paid to empower people with opportunity, and we also get paid in terms of getting customers. Now, a lot of people say when you're introducing this to them as an opportunity, a viable opportunity or option to make extra money, full-time money on a part-time basis from the comfort of home, a lot of people will come with this objection: I'm not a salesperson. Well, everyone says I'm not a salesperson, right? Or tends to lean in that direction. But then again, everyone wants to get paid like Jeff Bezos and Amazon, right? So you got to think like a billionaire, sell like a billionaire. And here's a little meme of Jeff Bezos, natural born sellers, okay? And so guess what? Speaking of customers on the user end of the network, the second way we get paid and generate income, guess what? You get a customer, you get a customer, you get a customer, right? Because we have something exciting to share with you. Our Immune Boost product is launching at this event, and it is an incredible all-natural combination of CBD, zinc, glutathione, and tulsi, okay? Which is probably exactly what everybody needs to infuse in their system right now to boost their immune system for obvious reasons, okay? So that being said, how to sell? Well, guess what? You're not trying to convince anybody of anything. You're just trying to show people how you're going to make their lives easier and safer during these times. So there's no favors involved here. It's a win-win for everybody. And that's an Amazon principle. So that being said, what's working? There's a few things that's working. Number one is, guess what? I got to put my children through college, right? So whenever I'm, out dialing for dollars and doing power hours, I use my reasons why, my children, my mom, my wife, just, all the things, just being a provider as a man of the family, a breadwinner. Guess what? I'm constantly leaning on these reasons why to continue to push forward. And I share that reason with my potential customers as well. What else is working? Sampling, giving people a sample, and the numbers are in. 1 in 3 people that you sample with will actually become a customer. And 1 in 4 customers turns around and builds a passion for the product and wants to become a distributor simultaneously. Okay, what else is working? Recognition. There's the customer clubs. Big shout out to Justin Pender out of New Bern, North Carolina, for hitting the 250 CV club. Incredible job. We also have Dr. Frederick Quarter, number 82 SVP, to be promoted on the team recently since the last event. Really excited about his success, and Dr. Marilyn Quarter, his wife, her success as well, as she hit Senior Vice President. And our most recent Senior Vice President on the team, Milagros Swanson, out of North Carolina. So congratulations to all. And remember, always recognize your team for their accomplishments. Zoom is also working, okay? We went from having a weekly event in person at a hotel and once a month Super Saturday events to now, guess what? Every single night we're on Zoom. Multiple times a day we're on Zoom, sharing this opportunity of a lifetime with whoever will hear us out. And guess what? A lot of people are home right now, and they're all ears to opportunities. And this is an opportunity to build your own personal Amazon business. What else is working? Well, let the leaders lead. Okay, I was on a website called Be Leaderly. Guess what? So many nuggets can be learned just by not crowding your leaders, not getting in the way. Right? Learn how to get out of the way and let the leaders lead. And so whenever we have a successful leader in the organization, I definitely give them the platform to share what they're doing, and guess what? It empowers others as well, because there's ideas that happen from different vantage points that can definitely benefit everyone if everybody is in that communication loop. So when somebody is having success, make sure that you're letting them lead, you're letting them share, and it's very important in terms of having success and what's working. So number 3 bullet point is to follow successful people. Very important. And who better to follow than the richest man on the planet, walking the planet, Jeff Bezos. We're running a theme in this presentation right now. So advice from a billionaire, okay? Make only 3 decisions per day. That's kind of, common sense. It's like you don't want to make too many important decisions, and especially towards the end of the day, right? When you're tired. Number 2, don't forget to think ahead. Think steps ahead. Life is like chess. It's not checkers, okay? Do important things early when you're energized. Always follow your gut. Very important. Get a full night's rest. Okay, very important. And most importantly, start small and build. Don't sleep on your dreams. Start small and build. A lot of people like, okay, I'm gonna get started. I'm getting ready to get ready to get started. Just get started. Start small and build. Okay. There's a saying: if you build it, they will come. Right. So that's why we're inviting everybody to this opportunity, so you can build your empire with us. So that being said, if I knew that if I failed, I wouldn't regret that. But I knew one thing I might regret is not trying. Okay. He has this philosophy, Jeff Bezos, that is, it's called the regret minimization scale. It's a way of thinking that, you know, in reverse, meaning you're on. Think of yourself on your deathbed is what he'll say in an interview, right? And you want to be clear of all the things that you would regret. So why not make decisions now so that you don't have those regrets later? Okay. So again, very powerful way to think and to carry no regrets, because regrets weigh tons. Okay. So that being said, yes, he overtook Bill Gates as the world's richest individual. $149 billion net worth, which is incredible. And again, you know, they're saluting each other. Guess what? He probably learned a lot from Bill Gates. They're both in the Upper West Coast with their business, humongous business model, and I'm sure, good friends. So guess what, guys? Jeff Bezos is on pace to be the world's first trillionaire. Yes, you heard me right, trillionaire. So it's likely that this is going to happen over the next 6 years. So that's incredible, guys. I mean, he has to grow his net worth probably about what is he, 150, probably 10-fold, right, to become a trillionaire at 100 plus, you know, $1 billion net worth. So I mean, we could grow with them, right? You could invest in his stock and grow, you know, over the next 6 years with Amazon, with Microsoft, with the FANG stocks, okay? Because let me tell you, technology seems to be where it is right now. So here's a quote from Shaquille O'Neal. And for those that don't know, Shaquille O'Neal is one of the wealthiest NBA players to walk the planet. His net worth is over $400 million. And he said, I heard Jeff Bezos say one time that he makes investments based on if it's going to change people's lives. Once I started doing that strategy, I think I probably quadrupled what I'm worth. So again, we're changing people's lives for the better with this opportunity. You know, I can't tell you countless times I've heard, thank you for sharing this opportunity. You saved my house, you saved my marriage, you saved my car, you know, you kept me from being evicted. So many different stories over the years because of this opportunity. So don't hesitate. Make sure you get back to whoever's inviting you out to this information and get started today, because it's truly life-changing. So here's the thing, you know, everybody's looking at Jeff Bezos today, you know, but every boss started as a worker. He started as a worker, guys. He started very humble beginnings. This is a picture of Jeff Bezos in 1999, 21 years ago, with a hand-painted Amazon.com next to his old school computer, okay, in 99. It's only 2020, okay? He's 54 years old and he's worth over $150 billion 21 years later from this picture. So this is a meme. They said, screenshot this post and look at it every time you sense fear or doubt trying to sterilize your dream. Hashtag Amazon, okay? That's huge. And when you think about that, guess what? That's how you got to think about your business. Okay. So what would you do differently knowing what you know now is what I'm always asking. I always say, I wouldn't change a thing. I'm happy I didn't know what I didn't know. Okay. There's a saying that ignorance on fire outperforms knowledge on ice, and it's true, very true. For example, you can go to the library and try to learn everything before you take your first step, or you can take action immediately and go to the bank. You know, my message to everyone listening to me is to just take action, pick up the phone, get excited, let people feel your excitement, tell them why you're doing it, and most importantly, keep on going regardless of the negativity and rejection that you're gonna find in the process. It's only gonna build up your character, okay? The no's build your character, the yeses build your business. So avoid analysis paralysis by all means. Keep on picking up the phone, keep on sending text messages and emails and inboxes, not explaining anything, but just asking people simple questions. You know, if I found a way for us to make some extra money together in this recession, would you want me to tell you about it? Everybody should say yes to that, right? And that's how the conversation begins. So that being said, you know, the cost of ambition in my early days, building this business, guess what? Late nights, early mornings. You'll be misunderstood. Lots of us associates, very few friends. People will want you to do good, but never better than them, right? So you will be single unless you're lucky enough to find someone who understands your lifestyle. And for those reasons, you will do many things alone. Yes, it is lonely at the top, right? But let me tell you, it's worth it. So lastly, you know, evolve. How do you keep evolving, and why is another question that I always get. So number one, you know, how do I keep evolving? Guess what? I continue to learn. Be a lifelong learner. Read books. There's YouTube now. Take courses. Go to seminars online. Learn how to trade. That's something that I've been doing for some time now. It's doing great. It's just so many things that you can do to enhance your life, especially during this time that God has given us to learn about ourselves. I think this is you know, a big kind of you know, revelation, so to speak, that we're living through right now. And so again, also you want to evolve with the times, you know, change with the times, be flexible, bend. You know, guess what? If we were selling typewriters, how's business doing? Not too great, right? So you got to evolve with the times. Okay, and always remember that very rarely does personal income exceed personal development. I always say that this business is a personal development course with a compensation plan attached to it. The better person you become, the more money you're going to make in this opportunity. And guess what? You're going to be unrecognizable when it's all said and done. Your home is going to be different. Your car is going to be different. Your bank account is going to be different. And you're going to be different. Okay? So those are my 5 ways to win. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to seeing each and every one of you on the beaches of the world, definitely at the bank. And don't say thank you now, say thank you from the stage, as I know you'll be promoted to Senior Vice President or above in this opportunity. Okay, so those are my 5 ways to win in the middle of a pandemic. Remember, recruit partners and customers, focus on what's working, follow successful people, identify what you would do differently, and number 5, most importantly, evolve. God bless. Enjoy the rest of the presentation. My name is Diamond Senior Vice President, Tupac Derenoncourt, and that's my time.
Okay guys, we've come to the end of our day. Let's do a recap. We had some phenomenal training today, and I hope that you were tuned in, that you took notes, and that you had a great day of training. So, our first training was with our COO, Mr. Mike Gilbert, training on sampling and our legacy app. Then we had Senior Vice President Dr. Marilyn Porter training on Customer Recruitment 101. Then we had a training from Platinum Senior Vice President Ian Chebe, training on the do's and don'ts of a Zoom opportunity meeting. Then we had an awesome training from Diamond Senior Vice President Tupac Durancourt on how to foster a business in an unsure time. We also recognize our top leaders, our EDs, our MDs, our Senior Vice Presidents, and our existing leadership. So we had a great day, if I don't say so myself, okay? So, wishing all of you a great, great day and wishing your businesses all of the success. Now, let's get into our opportunity meeting with Bronze Senior Vice President, Mr. Cecil Caliste, who will be presenting the opportunity tonight. Make sure you invite and have a phenomenal day. Thank you so much for tuning in to our last day of our Facebook Live National Training Event. Take care.
This is Senior Vice President Cecil Caliste. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Super excited about the fact you were able to spend this evening and be a part of all that we've been able to share with you. Tonight, I have the distinct honor and privilege of sharing some really exciting information with you. We're going to talk about 3 incredible letters you've been hearing about all day, CBD. And so now you're going to hear and learn about how you can position yourself, your family, your loved ones to be able to learn about what CBD does for the body, how it impacts you, also what our amazing and incredible OXZGEN CBD brand can do, because we're really, literally setting the standard in the industry right now. Understanding all of our products and our product portfolio. And then also I want to help you to understand some really exciting information about how you can position yourself in front of this emerging industry. In fact, it'll be $22 billion over the course of the next few years. So let's get right into the information. I can't wait to share with you more about what we're talking about. So tonight we're going to talk about how you can build your empire. But first, let's get right into what is hemp versus marijuana. Now, a lot of us have heard about marijuana. That's not something that's new to most people. And what we're familiar with in regards to marijuana is the fact that marijuana gets you high. Well, obviously it does that, as you can see here, because it's rich in THC. Now, THC is the psychoactive aspect of the plant that actually creates that that high and gets people, you know, euphoric and all that crazy stuff, right? And people oftentimes assume that because marijuana gets you high, then all other forms of cannabis does the same. But what I want you to know tonight is that there are different species of cannabis. Marijuana is one, which is rich in THC, low in CBD, that medicinal part of the plant. Hemp, an entirely different plant, actually is rich in CBD and low in THC. So now you're able to get all this benefit without the psychoactive aspect of the plant. You don't get high. So you can smoke hemp all day long if you wanted to and not worry about getting high. So tonight, let's talk more about and understand how this impacts the body. Now, CBD stands for cannabidiol, one of the 400 compounds that are found in the hemp plant. There's all this research about all the health benefits that it can do for the body. It's really amazing. Again, and even by itself, CBD is non-psychoactive. But some examples of studies have been things on epilepsy, stress, insomnia, pain, depression, anxiety, and so much more. It's actually pretty amazing to hear about the amount of studies and information that's out there talking about what CBD can do and how it impacts the body. Now, folks always ask, well, why does it do that? How does it work? Well, we have the system in our bodies called the endocannabinoid system. This system actually is pretty amazing. It works sort of like the internet of the body. It helps using our central nervous system, our hormones, our bones, our immune system, metabolism, muscles. And the way that it works is that we have these receptors that CBD binds to that actually helps to activate and empower this system to create balance or homeostasis in our bodies. It was discovered by a doctor in Israel. What he learned was that this system helps to keep the body in balance. Now, that's what I love about this. It's really amazing how the system has this vast amount of impact and changes people's lives in a variety of different ways. And as a result, we have celebrities that are talking about and ranting and raving about how exciting and how much benefit they've been getting personally. So example, Morgan Freeman, a lot of us know who Morgan Freeman is, and he's been actually using CBD for quite some time now for his fibromyalgia, as well as for his nerve damage, nerve pain that he's had. Jennifer Aniston, probably one of the most popular faces in Hollywood. People kind of jokingly say that CBD is part of the reason why she looks so young, right? But she's been using CBD for a long time for stress, for pain, and anxiety. Melissa McCarthy, I love her story. It's actually a pretty powerful story for ladies. You can relate to this. You know how you have those shoes that look great, but they don't feel so great after a short amount of time? Well, she was walking the red carpet and had some hot shoes on, and her feet started hurting her. Put some CBD on, got relief, and talked about how great it was. Another example is Ice Cube. Many may not know that he's gotten into the professional sports arena now. He actually works in basketball, has a lot of professional athletes that he's working with, and he's been using CBD as a means of recovery for the professional athletes. So a lot of great examples of people getting phenomenal benefits. And I mention celebrities because of the fact that they have choices and they're choosing a plant-based solution, which to me is powerful. Now, speaking of celebrities, I got to make sure I introduce, for those who don't know, a gentleman that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. This gentleman right here, I mean, this guy literally has a career that speaks volumes about his work ethic and his mindset in regards to excellence. First NBA player to have a $100 million contract, two-time NBA champion, was the assistant coach of the Miami Heat. He's now the head coach of the University of Michigan. If that doesn't speak to a work ethic of excellence, I don't know what does. And he brings that level now of excellence to our OXZGEN line. He is our brand ambassador as well as our founding partner of the company. And I'm excited about being partnered with him and the excellence that he's brought to what we're doing with our OXZGEN product portfolio. As a result, our standards are we're literally setting standards, honestly, in the industry. And it's really exciting about things that we've been able to accomplish. So let's talk about our products. And let me share with you, first of all, some products that have the ability to have impact on your overall health and well-being. So what I want to hope you understand is that obviously if you're taking something in your mouth sublingually, then that's going to help your body to be able to benefit all over the body. So I'll start with our capsules, right? We have different capsules. We have a broad spectrum soft gel capsule, and we've been clear about that. It's broad spectrum. In fact, one of the doctors is a surgeon on my team. She's been using it because she has really bad back pain. And she's tried all types of things to relieve the pain and has been excited to find that these soft gels have been able to give her relief. Another example is our 25 milligram capsules, our regular capsules. Now, these capsules are great. I've heard a doctor that actually uses it because he has some incredible pain as well. But a really powerful story is one of our partners. Her mother had stage 4 breast cancer, and it metastasized into her lymph nodes, into her bone. And here's the crazy part. The doctors had started chemotherapy after 5 rounds. Chemotherapy wasn't working. They sent her home. A friend of hers said, listen, I've been using these 25 milligram capsules from OXZGEN. You should try them. Maybe they can help your mother as well. As a result of using those capsules, it's now been 3 years that she's been cancer-free. I want to be very clear. I'm not saying that CBD cures cancer, but what's exciting is that that's her story. It's been able to have an amazing benefit for her health as well. And then our tinctures. Our tinctures are based with MCT oil. We have a 500 milligram, 1,000 milligram, and a 1,500 milligram tincture. Each tincture, you take it sublingually under the tongue. Phenomenal. I've been using it for my blood pressure. Made a huge difference for me personally. I've had folks that have been using it for different things. I had a gentleman that actually was using it for Parkinson's. And when he went into his doctor's office at Johns Hopkins, his doctor was blown away by the fact he could walk with his regular stride. So we have these great tinctures that, everyone's heard of CBD oil. This is a great way for you to get a benefit and take advantage of that as well. Phenomenal. And then our nano tinctures. This is exciting. This is about us being cutting edge, focusing on helping folks to be able to take advantage of cutting edge technology. And so our nano tinctures, we've used our triple nano emulsion technology, patented specifically to us, literally 5 to 10 times more absorption because it breaks the particles down smaller, greater bioavailability, which means your body's better able to utilize the CBD because it's water soluble. And so this is amazing. Folks can spray it right into their mouths, or they can actually put straight into their beverages and take advantage of this incredible product. It's amazing. Now, our gummies, our mints, they're delicious. They taste great. A great way to enjoy a delicious CBD treat, but more importantly, an easy way to be able to take CBD on the go, which is really convenient. And so a lot of folks love being able to access and take advantage of our delicious CBD gummies and mints. And then CBD coffee and tea. Coffee is the second most consumed beverage in the world. Tea is the third most consumed. So we have CBD integrated in. So now when you get to enjoy your cup of coffee or tea, you get to benefit from CBD as well, which I think is really exciting. A lot of folks, love their cup of coffee every day. And now you get the benefits of the nerve protective properties as well as the anti-inflammatory properties. And we have a variety of different great flavors that you can benefit from. Now, a lot of people have been struggling with sleep. I mean, especially in the current environment, people are stressed, they're worried, they're having a hard time falling asleep or staying asleep. Insomnia is a major problem and concern. And I love the fact that we have sleep support products because CBD helps you get rest, helps you to sleep, helps to regulate your sleep cycle. In fact, sleep is vitally important. It helps with your stress management, helps with weight loss. It actually helps with your heart health. There's all these things that sleep is able to do to benefit your body. So CBD can help you if you're having a hard time falling asleep. So we have our sleepy tea that helps you to get a good night's rest with our tea, or maybe our sleep support spray that has melatonin, has GABA and valerian root added to it. All these included together to help you get some rest. And then pain relief. Oh my goodness, people are struggling and suffering in silence and pain. Major problem. I mean, as a result, the opioid epidemic is terrible, but I'm excited to share with you that because of the CBD being legalized, they've seen a dramatic decrease in opioid use because folks can now use CBD as a natural solution to help them deal with their pain and help them minimize their suffering and discomfort. And so we have our topicals that are really phenomenal. I mean, you can use the tinctures and sublinguals to help with that as well, but folks are able to, they love these topical ones that we offer. The PDQ spray stands for pretty darn quick because of how fast it's able to work. And folks love this. In fact, Joanna Howard was quoted to have said that, it's the whole team and the trainers view it as their secret weapon. I think that's a major statement because for professional athletes to be using this speaks volumes in and by itself. The 3-Extreme Pain Cream, phenomenal. I've had folks that have had bone-on-bone pain. This is our broad spectrum CBD product that you're able to rub on and get amazing results from that as well. And then our Intense Relief Rub. This is not as strong of a dosage, but again, phenomenal, great way to be able to get relief and be able to experience a benefit. And folks just love the fact they can rub these on topically and help with aches and pains all throughout the body. Now, skincare. This is huge because our skin is our largest organ in the body. And so this helps to nourish, helps to heal, helps to hydrate our skin. A lot of folks, they're dealing with things. I had folks that have used it for acne, for eczema, for psoriasis, or those that want to keep looking young. Nothing wrong with folks not knowing how old you are, right? We have our anti-aging serum that helps with the bags on the eyes, the crow's feet. Great way to be able to help you to keep looking young. Even our anti-aging moisturizing cream that helps with fine lines and wrinkles. Great, it has collagen and retinol added. These are great ways to help you and make sure you keep looking young so folks are able to say, wow, you're looking great, right? Awesome products. Our holistic line, I mentioned a couple of them as well already before. I mentioned the 3-Extreme Cream, the soft gels. This line is our broad spectrum line. And our broad spectrum line has trace amounts of THC. And the reason why this is important to know is because that's there because we use the whole plant. And by using the whole plant, you get something called the entourage effect. Because of the CBV, the CBG, the terpenes, the other compounds that are found in the plant, you're able to get this added benefit. And then we've also integrated in a really powerful antioxidant, glutathione. If you haven't heard of it before, we're born with it, but it has amazing benefits. In fact, one of the other products I'll talk about shortly also has glutathione in it as well. But I love these products because they're able to give you added benefits, whether you're exfoliating your skin or you're looking to be able to have a great massage, or our body butter. I've used it because I like to swim, and my skin oftentimes itches because of the chlorine. Amazing products. Love the fact that they're able to give you some relief. Now, a major epidemic in our society today is weight. Obesity is a concern that a lot of people are dealing with. And so we are focused on helping people to be better. CBD naturally helps that to happen, but we also understand that we have an epidemic that we gotta help folks to be able to resolve. And so we've launched a line of products that can help you with your weight loss and your weight goals to help you to be able to achieve what you wanna achieve as far as your fitness and your well-being. And so I'm so excited, first and foremost, understanding that glucose support is a very important, vital part of weight management. Dr. Hoy is a gentleman that's created some really amazing formulations for our company to help us to be able to offer something that is unique in the marketplace that integrates CBD as well as other natural ingredients to help burn fat, help our bodies to be able to increase our metabolism. Our Weight Wise capsules are phenomenal in regards to all those things. And then we have our Weight Wise spray. Folks are concerned about the quarantine 15, right? Because what do we tend to do? Instead of taking laps around the neighborhood or taking laps around the track, the laps we're taking are around the kitchen or past the fridge. And so our Weight Wise spray is amazing because it's able to help you to be able to curb that appetite, as well as give you a little energy. It's a little ginseng in it, as well as Garcinia camprosia and CBD. All these are great things to give you added benefits and help you to curb that appetite so you don't overeat or eat things that aren't as good for your body. Then we also have our Go Baby tea, which is a great way to help jumpstart your weight loss goals because it helps to clear out your system. All that gunk in your system makes it hard for you to digest. Also, the detox in your system is vitally important to help with your general health well-being because of bloating and other things that are there. And so this is a great way to start your weight loss goals and also to kind of do so on a regular basis to keep the system cleaned out and help your body as well as boost your immunity. Last but not least, another major problem that people are concerned with, are having struggles with, is diabetes. Diabetes is a major epidemic as well in our society, and a lot of people are struggling with it. And I love the fact that we have our Captivita that's able to help you regulate and manage your glucose levels. And this is amazing. This product specifically is plant-based. A lot of folks don't know that. A lot of diabetics, unfortunately, the medication that you're using is detrimental to your organs. And so ours is a plant-based solution to help you regulate your glucose levels in a natural way to help improve your quality of life. Now, our OxyFit Challenge is what we've done to put together to help you take advantage of these great weight loss products that we offer. But I love this because, one of the problems that we're dealing with with weight loss and obesity really is high cholesterol, heart disease, blood pressure. I already mentioned diabetes. So we understand that weight loss isn't just about taking a product. At the end of the day, it's about a lifestyle adjustment that we're taking. So our OxyFit Challenge is a challenge to say, listen, let's change our lives for the better so we can live a better quality of life and live longer as well. And so I love this. My hat goes off to Diamond Senior Vice President Kurt Anderson and the sacrifice and commitment he's made to be able to help folks to achieve their goals by literally offering a free workout that you can take advantage of 3 times a week. And it's recorded as well, so you can go onto YouTube anytime and watch our OxyFit Challenge workouts and take advantage of and get more exercise in and be able to achieve the goals you want to achieve through exercise. Because at the end of the day, it's about calories in and calories burned, right? So we've got to be mindful of what we're eating as well as the exercise to help our bodies to be able to burn calories. Well, the eating part's important as well. So our OxyFit Challenge also includes a meal plan, which helps you with that and helps you to achieve those goals that we're talking about. Now, I'm super excited because as you've heard today from all the great things and announcements that we talked about, and what I'm really, really jacked about is the fact that we've also launched some brand new products. And these amazing products literally are about us being intentional about literally just cornering our space and our place in this industry as OXZGEN as a brand. And so I'll start off with our pet products, which is really exciting. Our little furry friends are important to us. They have an endocannabinoid system just like we do. So first of all, I'll start with our 2-in-1 shampoo. Helps to moisturize, helps to benefit the skin. I mean, this is amazing. Great way for pets to be able to benefit from CBD with the shampoo because topically it helps their skin as well. And then we have 2 delicious flavors now, mind you. I don't know personally, but it helps with we have salmon, we have chicken, great tinctures, 250 milligrams per bottle that now your pet can benefit from, that I'm sure they'll be able to enjoy and take advantage of and help them with their joint issues, their sleep issues, their stress, all the different things, appetite that they may be dealing with, because it helps them the same way that it helps us. And then super excited also about our newly launched OXZGEN Pain Freeze CBD roll-on. I mean, this is incredible. This product is able now, without having that sticky feeling that some roll-ons have, you're able to roll it on and get relief, that cooling sensation that's there as well, and all the power of what CBD does as an anti-inflammatory. Now you're able to get that, and we've added this to our incredible line of products that help with pain relief, and this is a very powerful way for you to roll on and get relief on the go and take advantage of this amazing, game-changing product. Then we also have our Blast. Now, Performance Blast really makes a huge difference. We already have our Blast caps that you can take on the go, as well as our Blast canister that you can scoop out. But now we've added our tear-off that you can now use, where you're able now to take this, easily travel with it, tear it open, pour it into your bottle of water, and get the benefits of what our Blast can do as far as the best chain amino acids, take advantage of the teacrine and all the different things to help you to achieve your workout goals. Simple, easy, on the go. I love the fact that we have this. Last but not least, oh my goodness, I am super excited about our newly launched Immune Boost, OXZGEN Immune Boost. This thing is absolutely incredible. Talk about changing health and well-being across the globe, period. Because first and foremost, it has zinc that helps us to fight against bacteria and viruses. That's incredible. But then we add to that holy basil, which, folks from Southern Asia, they know about holy basil and all that it's able to do for the body. But what has psychological, physiological, helps to boost the immune system, helps for metabolic benefits as well. All these things that it's able to do. And then you add to that S-acetyl-L-glutathione. And glutathione, I mentioned it before, is so powerful as an antioxidant. There's so much that it does for the body. And you add that in to help the body in a multitude of ways, helping to help your body to manage stress, because when people don't realize that stress has an adverse impact on our bodies, helps with aging, helps with pain, helps with you're helping to boost your immune system. All these benefits, all in one, perfectly added together and brought together to help you and benefit your body and your health and well-being in these difficult times. The perfect thing to take on a consistent and ongoing basis to help boost your health and well-being. I'm excited about this because I know this is going to change a lot of people's lives and really help improve people's health in ways we can't begin to think of and imagine. So you add CBD to all that. This is just super exciting and literally has the ability to help you create change for you and for those you care about. Exciting. Now, let's talk about the opportunity in regards to how you can position yourself to get in front of this massive wealth trend that's about to happen, which I think is, in and by itself, that's really crazy. Rolling Stone magazine did an article talking about this will be a $22 billion with the B industry by 2022. Not 5 or 10 years from now. That's a couple years from now. Understand what that looks like. Positioning yourself and your family to get in front of a wealth trend. That's going to surpass the NBA that's been around for 70 plus years. Last year, CBD hit like 1.3 billion. Do you understand what we're talking about here? This literally is like getting a phone call from Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, or Steve Jobs, Apple, or Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, before these companies became household names, and being invited to be a part and invest and get involved at the beginning. That is what we call a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity in your lifetime. And so you've been invited by someone today to participate and take advantage of this super exciting industry that we get to be a part of and not just benefit from as far as our health and well-being, but now we also get to benefit and take advantage of it financially. See, most of us will eventually, use this product anyways. It's part of our health and well-being. It's vitally important. People understand. But now you can be involved and be able to generate income for you and your family as well. So let's talk about what that looks like and how you can position yourself financially. The first thing is we have to understand the power of building a team. At the end of the day, no matter how hard you work, you can only do so much individually. But what I love about this is that now you're able to build a team. And no matter who you talk about, the biggest companies across the globe, they all understand the power and how vitally important it is for you to build a team. Because one person can't do it. As good as Jordan was, he needed a team to get the championship. And so you've got to understand how important it is for you to build a team. So let me put it in perspective. No matter how hard you work, you have 24 hours a day. You can only do so much individually, right? You can never work as hard as 5, 10, 50 people. But let's use the example of Walmart, a name that we all heard before. Well, Walmart started in Arkansas. And quite frankly, nothing against Arkansas. But if Walmart was just in Arkansas, Would you know about Walmart today? Of course not. But because of the fact that Walmart is all across the country, in fact, even the globe on some levels, it's a household name. They expanded their reach, and as a result of doing so, all of us know about it. And that's the power of what we're talking about here. You being able to build a team, help others to benefit and launch franchises with you, and together collaboratively, you're able to build and generate wealth together. And again, no matter how hard you work, you can't work as hard as a team. So you work together, and together you can accomplish your goals. Another great example, and I think it's good to use one of the richest men in the world as an example, is Jeff Bezos, right? The founder of Amazon. This gentleman, his story is powerful because if you think about the business model, 90% of the products that Amazon sells aren't Amazon products. So this is important. What they do is they partner with other business owners, and the other business owners use their platform to be able to sell products. So what they do is they'll buy the products, send it off to the fulfillment center, and then when a customer buys it, Amazon takes a cut, the business owner gets a cut. Understand the power of what they're doing. And what we're providing you tonight is an opportunity with OXZGEN to launch a franchise and do the exact same business model. Understand what that means. I mean, if it works for Jeff Bezos, why can't it work for us, right? So now you're able to build a team, help others to launch with you. So here we go. Our first corporately earned position in the company, executive trainer. You help 2 franchise owners launch their business. You get some customer points by getting your bundle when you first get launched. To get your customer points, you need 12 customer points, a $250 bonus. Now, mind you, no one's retiring off for $250. But the goal here is to help you as quickly as possible be profitable. In fact, in your first 30 days, our goal is to help you be profitable. And most businesses take 3 to 7 years, but we want to help you get it done in 30 days. Help 3 franchise owners get started. 15 customer points, a $400 bonus. 4 partners join with you, 20 customer points, a $600 bonus. Or 5 partners and 25 customer points, a $1,000 bonus. Do you understand what that means? You can position yourself and your family from the comfort of your home in these difficult times to be able to get a quick $1,000 in your first 30 days of being in business. That's powerful. And I love the fact that in the current environment, we're helping folks to be able to benefit from that. Now, I've got to talk about, and I got to say this. Obviously, there's 2 things I want to make sure you take with you. Number 1, take with you the fact that you must position yourself in front of CBD. But number 2, residual income. If you don't know about it, we're going to make sure you understand tonight. Residual income basically is doing something once and getting paid on it over and over again. I'll give a couple of examples. Let's use Bob Marley as an example. Bob Marley recorded an album many years ago. He's been dead for quite some time now. But his family continues to collect checks. The album is called Legends. It goes platinum every single year. I want to love you every day and every night. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The soundtrack of parties and films or TV shows. We've heard it for years. Have you positioned your family to be able to generate and make income even after you're gone? Another example, Will Smith, right? Recorded a TV show as a teenager. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. We love the show. It's hilarious, right? Recorded it once. Gets paid on it over and over again because it's in syndication. On average, $15 million a year he generates off that show. What have you done to generate that kind of income for you and your family? How many of you would like to get some Will Smith money, right? Understand the power of what we're talking about tonight. You've got to position yourself. And J. Paul Getty said it best. I'd rather make 1% of the efforts of 100 people compared to 100% of my own personal efforts. The power of leverage income. So here we go. Get rich slow. It's not rushing here. Get rich slow. 5 partners launch with you. They launch their franchise. They get started. You get a $1,000 bonus we already talked about, but now they get 10 customers a piece, $1.50 each. You're making $75 a month. Now $75. No one's retiring off of that. But here's the deal. Go to where's gas, the car, cell phone bill, right? Year number 2. Again, get rich slow. Those 5 people know 5 that you don't know. So they're building their own business. They're not waiting for you. Their focus is building and working towards their own success. Same math as before. Add the 375 and the 75 together, we're at 450. And at 450, here's the power. That could pay towards groceries, a utility bill, maybe even a car note for some folks. Year number 3, the numbers keep on adding up. There's a comma in your check now. Do you know, I mean, think about it. Many people can benefit from at like $2,000 a month paying for their rent or their mortgage. For those that have a little like nice lifestyle, maybe your car note, right? But here we go, year number 4. The top 3 to 5% of income earners in the United States are making 6 figures. Now we're talking about a 6-figure income from the comfort of your home because you position yourself in front of this massive wealth trend. I love year number 5 Because here's what we're talking about here. The average income in the United States is less than $40,000 a year. We're talking about more than $40,000 monthly. Understand how powerful that is if you position yourself. Because it doesn't matter if someone else makes the money. It matters if you're able and you're willing and you position yourself to benefit from this, which is why it's so exciting. And I love the fact that our company is collaborative. This business model is a collaborative business model. We focus on winning together. You have monthly team bonuses. What that basically means is as you help others accomplish their goals, help them to have success, help them to be able to get promoted. In the process of doing so, you get promoted and you get bonuses. And here's the cool part, up to $25,000 or more in bonuses that you can make monthly. How exciting and awesome is that? Off of helping others and collaborating with others. And we get paid 9 different ways. This is not just exchanging dollars for hours anymore. This is profit versus wages. I mean, multiple streams of income now. And we even have executive benefits on top of that, which is super exciting. So at the position of Senior Vice President, my current position, a car allowance, up to $600 a month for any car of your choice, a vacation for you and a significant other, all expenses paid, profit sharing pool, which is important because now you're getting profits off of the entire company, not just your team. At Platinum Senior Vice President, enhanced car payment, up to $1,200 a month for any car of your choice, additional profit sharing pools, and then on top of that, a little bling, for those who like shiny stuff, right? And then Diamond Senior Vice President, our top position in the company, a $250,000 bonus, not your income, the bonus. And on top of that, $5,000 a month as your lifestyle allowance. Ladies, some shoes, right? This is about building wealth. I love this concept, and I love the fact we're positioning others to create change for themselves. And so I love that our business model even incorporates other opportunities and relationships because we've strategically partnered ourselves with others, and including streaming TV, credit repair, Montevita Coffee, gas and electric. I mean, a whole bunch of other relationships that you get the benefit from financially in addition to CBD, which is why this is so exciting. So my statement to you is simply this: get in. Get in. It's less than $1,000 to get your business started. Get in. Position yourself to be able to benefit from what we're talking about tonight. And as a result, at a $1,000 investment, our enhanced bundle that you can take advantage of, a ton of product that you can now leverage and make a quick return on your investment, which is awesome. And then on top of that, the customer points that give you the bonuses and help you be able to win and make your money back, which is the key here. And then when you get our multimedia bundle, which is a really amazing package that helps you to launch your business, it gives you a variety of tools, it gives you an app to run your business, a virtual office, it gives you sampling that you can be able to do. And then on top of that, for only $49.95 a month, which is a great steal, you also get websites and landing pages. We help you win. Most people come in at the $4.99 level. And we have two options that you can choose here. Decide what makes the most sense for you, whether it's our chairman's choice or our essentials. Either way, position yourself, because now, again, you get the opportunity to use product personally as well as be able to sell and make a return on your investment. And then our $249, again, if money is an issue, if finances are tight, get in. At least with the $249 level, you're able to use some products personally, but then in addition to that, you're also able maybe to sell an item here or there or sample some things. But the key here is get in. Don't miss this. And our limited opportunities here as well for you to take advantage of our PDN that allows you to have that multimedia bundle to help you to build your home-based business, number one, and take advantage of the dropshipping aspect of our business. So folks, I'm so excited that you could join us tonight. So glad that you could hear the information. Our system is simple. You know, what I've understand over the years is that a simple system makes it easy for folks to be able to win and position themselves. So what I want you to understand tonight is that you are here for a reason, and someone invited you out tonight to be a part of this conversation. And I'm so thankful you took time out of your busy schedule to hear the information. You know, we've shared some things that honestly can be life-changing for you and your family. And I'm hoping that you will position yourself to take full advantage of it. So when I share this information, there's usually three types of folks that hear the information. The first person says, you know what? This sounds incredible. These products are amazing. You know, I'm going to make sure I take advantage of it. And I challenge and encourage you, please support the person that invited you out tonight by being their customer, referring friends, family, and loved ones. I'd love to have you support their business. The second person says, I've got questions. Great. We're here to answer your questions. The only thing I ask is this. Please, 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 please don't find your brokest friend and buy into their lifestyle and ask them. You know, the best athletes in the world don't ask their friends and family how to be able to achieve they find coaches, they find professionals to help them achieve at a higher level. So find those that can answer your questions and help you to be able to achieve and accomplish your goals. Last but not least are those that say, listen, it makes sense. I know if it makes sense, I can make money, because that residual income, doing something once and getting paid off it over and over again, I get it. And if that's you, awesome. We can't wait to partner with you and lock arms. Get back to the person and let's help you get started so you can launch your business and position yourself and your family to benefit. So folks, I appreciate you being here tonight. I appreciate you taking time and being a part of this conversation. And I'm thankful that you were able to join us and be a part of this amazing event that we've done this evening. So with that being said, once again, I'm Senior Vice President Cecil Calise, and I'm so thankful and so blessed to have you join us. And I wish you all the best. Have an amazing night. God bless. Goodbye now.
All right, thank you, Bronze Senior Vice President Cecil Calise, for that great presentation. We're just about wrapped up here, folks, after 3 days of incredible training and opportunity presentations. We hope you enjoyed the show. I just want to put out a very special thank you to all of those that helped participate in the production and creation of this event, specifically all of our great presenters from the field, all of our leaders that provided product testimonials, and especially to our MCs each of the 3 days: Platinum Senior Vice President Camilla Collier, Bronze Senior Vice President Lanier Evans, and SVP Linda Renee Scott, and of course Chimmy Keys for the great work she did with our awards. So thanks everybody, and God bless.
Today, we're facing extraordinary challenges. Our normal lives have been interrupted as we take every precaution to keep our friends and family safe from harm.
For many, this crisis has caused very difficult personal struggles, whether financially, emotionally, or physically.
For some, it has even meant tragedy and sorrow.
But we can take some comfort in knowing that we face these challenges together.
As one nation, under God, indivisible.
We also want you to know that you are part of the 5 Links family.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
You are not alone. You see, we're part of a very special team, a special community, a special company.
A special company.
A special company. And we've got your back.
We've got your back.
We've got your back.
We've got your back.
This opportunity was built for times like this.
Built for providing freedom and stability when times are at their toughest.
Your business is safe and the potential is unlimited.
And we will weather this storm and continue to grow.
So keep the faith.
So keep the faith, keep the fire.
Because together, we are stronger than any one of us can be by ourselves.
Together, we are a team. We are partners. We are a family. We are greater than the sum of our parts.
Together, we are 5 Links.
We are 5 Links.
We are 5 Links.
We are 5 Links.
Together, we are 5 Links.